Always remember.
Oh, happy not Monday. It's Tuesday, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to episode 29 of Determined Focus. I am joined by my lovely co-host Grayson, as well as the honorary third co-host of Determined Focus, Luke.
Woo!
Boys, how we doing?
Doing wonderful, magnificent. Okay, for
Yeah.
you, emo.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Oh.
Dude, that's the Homer Simpson right there. I'm doing great. I'm happy to be talking about lightsabers.
Sabers, let's get it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're talking about some lightsabers today, and that is pretty much going to be all we are talking about. Is just lightsabers.
Ooh.
Oh boy. This is going to be a long one. So I would say strap in, boys, because we have some fun stuff to talk about.
I'm with it.
Yeah. Right off the top of the bat, everybody's favorite lightsaber, so we can kind of get right off the bat with what everybody can expect for where we're going to put some stuff in S tier. Luke, you want to go first?
I'm going the Youngling Slayer 9000.
We knew it.
Skywalker's episode 3, baby. Don't know where
We knew it. We knew it. For me, favorite is
Whoop-am!
I keep it up my sleeve. Luke's V2. Grayson, you there?
Sorry, internet's always on the haywire. My favorites is Kanan Jarrus, Caleb Doom. Not only is my favorite character, but he's got my favorite lightsaber. But honestly, if I had like a 1B, it is also the Luke V2. So
Yeah, I think we've all got a top 10 pretty much of what our favorite lightsabers are. Throughout the discussion, chat, you're going to be helping us out with placing these. We are going to be doing a tier list. This has 5 spots: S tier, A tier, B tier, C tier, and F tier. There are some other fun rules that we will be going over right at the top. But to check in with chat, we got Ryan here. Hey, everybody. Happy Tuesday. How's it going? Blue Mamba's here. How we doing? And this guy's in the chat.
I got to meet Ryan over the weekend and did some trivia with him. That was really fun. He crushed it.
Nice.
Goated.
Jacob's here too.
Hey. Yeah, let me post too. That we live.
Hey, Jacob.
We're live.
Love
We're
you,
live.
buddy.
We're live. Okay. Should we just get right into it?
You know me.
Okay.
I'm with it.
All right. We're ready to rock. We're ready to rock.
Yeah,
all right. Well,
so I literally lag.
literally laggerly lit.
W
right now.
Omega theme though for the.
Hey, he
Oh,
caught that.
I saw that.
Yep. Can't wait to talk about that next week in LA with somebody very specific. Okay.
Hey.
All right. We're gonna start this and then we'll just get rolling. So we'll see.
Dude, by the way, he said
Posted.
No, what'd you say?
What?
don't worry about it. I'm lagging too bad. Just
No, I can hear you. We
Okay.
can see you.
We can hear you.
sorry. It, like literally, I'm like I say something and it's like 7 seconds behind. Okay,
You're loading in,
dude.
don't worry.
Did you hear what he said about Rogue One?
Oh my god, don't even get me started. I just saw it the
No.
other day and I closed my app.
Is this gonna make me mad?
Mhm.
Okay. Well, I'm almost.
said
I'm almost
it-
kind of like.
I'm not gonna bring it up. We'll talk about it later.
Yeah. Harry's here. What's up, Harry? Nice to see you. That's a very unfortunate name, Harry. All right. We're going to hit this, and we'll be there on the other side, ladies and germs. We'll see you
Whoa.
to rank some sabers. Oh!
Whoa.
We're in a different spot. Well, hey, that was
We're
pretty cool,
here,
right?
baby.
Yeah, we got some bumpers. Okay. So, gentlemen, it is time for the lightsaber tier list. We got
Oh my
yes,
goodness.
we have a PowerPoint. So we got some rules to the way this is going to go. Can everybody see and or read this?
Yep.
Okay, I'm
And
gonna
or
I'm gonna what? Cassian and/or see this. Okay, I'm gonna the Emmy award winning and/or see
Yup.
this. Okay, lightsaber tier list, folks. We got rules. Rule number 1: Rule of cool, guys. So if you're like, hey, how are we ranking these sabers? Pretty much everything is on the table. Color counts for the saber, sound counts. I know you two are gonna I'm actually all through this podcast. So sound does count. Double saber or saber sets will count as one. So there's a bunch that we can think of. That is one. That is not one saber and then one saber. So look at them as a set.
Gotcha.
And then this is based on character unless a variant is established. So if I was to say Obi-Wan Kenobi's saber, and it's a version of his saber that you see in Revenge of the Sith, but it also has a different version in A New Hope, unless A New Hope is mentioned there, it is just Kenobi's saber. Okay? It is just
it is the lore accurate, not the prop accurate. Yeah, so you can take in the factors of like Revenge of the Sith, Kenobi, and A New Hope.
Correct.
Works for me.
Part 2 here, there is a time limit. Each speaker will have 60 seconds for initial thoughts on each saber that comes up.
Damn.
There'll be 3 minutes of group discussion, and then each speaker gets 3. This is like timeouts in football. Gets 3 more time requests. If they are cut off during the conversation, during that 3 minutes, and that 3 minutes is up, there will be a timer that will be running the entire time. This thing is loud and it is big, so we'll be able to see it. If you would like more time to discuss those sabers and you're like, hey, I didn't say my piece, you can request more time. You will have 3, and those will be being tracked, gentlemen. So
okay. All right, hold on, let me write this down real quick. I get a veto.
Oh yes.
I get
That's part 3. Each speaker will have 1 veto to use at any point. So let's say Luke, we put the Youngling Slayer in F tier.
What the
and
hell?
you're like, absolutely not.
Hell no.
You're allowed to veto and put it wherever you'd like.
Only one.
Are you included? Like, you're also applying these rules for yourself, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So basically, the discussion for each saber will be 6 minutes, because each of us will have 60 seconds, and then there will be 3 minutes of group discussion where it's only one person talking, and then the group discussion is all 3 of us at the same time to say whatever we need to.
So realistically, it's 6 minutes per saber?
6 minutes per saber, unless each speaker gets 3 more time requests. So unless you use a more time request, that more time request is worth 90 seconds.
90 seconds. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
So... and then we get vetoes. And then the last rule.
Uh-oh.
There's 30 lightsabers on this list, gentlemen.
Whoa.
And the S tier is only limited to 5 sabers.
Whoa, okay. All right.
Oh, it's easy. Easy work.
It's only 5 sabers allowed in S tier at the end of this. And here's the thing. Kind of like a blind ranking. Once they're in, unless
locked.
we're using a veto, they're in.
Ooh.
So we don't know what's coming next because this is blind.
All right.
All right. We cool?
All right.
We cool?
That's easy enough. That's easy enough.
With it. I'm ready.
Okay. All right. Well, we can start with the first one. Let me start the clock. Putting 6 minutes on the clock. We're going to go with Mr. Yoda.
Ooh.
Okay.
Time starts now. We're starting with our guest, Luke.
Ooh, Yoda. Not my favorite. I love how small it is, though. Sound is really generic. I'm putting this like C tier, maybe. I don't think it's like one of the best. It's just fairly all right. I'm putting this C tier.
And if you would like, you can yield your time.
Yeah, no, I'm good. I'm good on time
Okay.
there.
Grayson?
Gotta agree with Luke. Kind of looks like a toy. I love the size of it. As a kid, I went through a Yoda hilt phase. As I look at it, it looks older. It's just like, it doesn't look comfortable. It has a generic sound. It fits Yoda, I guess. I would love to see like a weathered, like OT version of it. But other than that, kind of just feels like you went to Dollar General and you got a lightsaber. C is it's prequely for sure, but it's I'm gonna say a strong C as well.
Boom.
No strong feelings.
Do you yield your time?
I yield. That's all I got.
Okay. Yeah, I was thinking C, the exact same thing. I think we're good here with C. I don't even know if we need the rest of the discussion. The only thing I would say here is potentially B. And here's the thing: as we go on, we can put sabers in front of other sabers. So this can be like a bottom of B tier if we are to put it in B tier.
I see what you mean. Gotcha.
So
yeah,
this
for
could
me,
be
for
like-
me, it is like a high C, like or a
Yeah.
bottom B, like because at least it has like the small, like kind of. I mean, it was the first like tiny saber of its kind, you know.
Yeah.
So
And him pulling it out. The go.
I will say when he ignites it in Attack of the Clones, it's pretty like. Oh, dude, it's great. It's great. I love that scene.
It's another scene that Hawkeye hates, that Yoda has a lightsaber.
That's true. I thought about that immediately.
Yep.
I say we keep it at top of C for now, personally.
Top
I'm
of
with
C. Okay.
I like that.
We can put it at top of C, and I'll reset the clock. Okay. Let's
Oh,
put this
the-
bad boy at top of C.
Yay!
All
Perfect.
right. We got 6 minutes on the clock. The next saber starting with Luke. This is a fun one. Asajj Ventress.
Oh.
Her red ones, though.
Yes, specifically red.
And we only have to worry about 5 for S tier, right? Everything else is as many as we want.
Anything can go anywhere else, but there are only 5 spots allowed in S tier.
I'm putting this A tier. This is a god lightsaber. This is the lightsaber I've always wanted as well, too. And they connect and they're curved. It's like imagine Dooku sabers, but you could connect them. That would make Dooku sabers already an A, but the fact that you can connect these and they're dual wield too. You don't see any other Sith lightsabers except Count Dooku. And they connect. I'm putting this A tier. I'm locking it in. And the sound
Yield your
is
time?
amazing too. Yeah, I'm yielding it.
Grayson?
Yellow sabers are better, and that's why these are lower for me. I hate the stripes. I don't know why it's striped. It's super lame. I do like they're curved, and I do like that they're connected, and I think that makes them kind of unique. And they do suit Ventress. I like the emitter. I like that it's almost like a kind of like a block. Like I love like that it's like kind of rectangular in terms of like the. I don't want to use certain verbiage here. Like down the saber, it's like square. It's blocky, but then it's got the stripes. I would think the sound font's anything to go home about on this one. The yellow one is better in my opinion. It sounds a lot like Maul in my opinion. I would put this I'd put this in B for me. Like I don't think it's like I like them. I don't love them. I don't have strong feelings on it, but I like them better than Yoda's. That's where I stand. I'm yielding my time.
I like these sabers. However, I do agree with you, Grayson, that I like the yellow more. I will say, I do think they are A tier.
Okay.
I do think they are A tier.
Can we say bottom of A?
I would be
Yeah.
okay with bottom of A. I think the biggest thing that's cool for me here is, yeah, they got a big red button or a little red switch, but that they connect and they're a little bit snake-like.
It is like a snake.
Just like Asajj. I really like when sabers kind of tell the story of the character that is wielding them. So those
See,
are-
that one, I like that one better.
I
That one
agree.
is so much cooler.
I agree. That one is cooler.
I like the stripes.
That one
Stripes
is
are my
cooler.
goat.
I agree. So where are we putting it, gentlemen?
We can all. I mean, if y'all are saying A, I because I said I think bottom of A is fair. You know.
Bottom of A. It'll sit at
vibing
A
there.
right now, but as stuff goes above it, it'll
Yeah.
slide over.
All right. Mhm.
Okay.
By the way, shout out. Got to take a brief pause. New
Yeah.
member, Star Wars Insight. I don't know what level of member. Is this our 4th or our 5th member now?
I believe that's 5.
Damn.
That's crazy, dude. 5 members already. Thank you so much, Star Wars Insight.
Welcome to Focus Squadron, Star Wars
Hey.
Insight. Saw you commented on some stuff today on Instagram. So
Focus
appreciate
Squadron put out the call and you answered. Thanks, soldier.
Whoa, that was crazy.
Wow.
Okay, gentlemen. Next
Let's
up, Limitless Nerds here. Welcome to the squad. Let's go.
Hey.
Okay, let's Soul. 6 minutes
Ooh.
on the clock. Clock has started. Luke, you're up.
Mm.
Yeah.
Off the rip. This one is so heavy. It is so thick too. Pause. This is probably like
Whoa.
maybe like an. I'm putting this down to F, to be honest. I don't think it's
Oh!
better than Yoda's. I don't think it's that much too. It's very generic. It's so generic. I'm putting this F tier. Love the little, the burns up top, but I'm going F. Sound, don't really remember that well as either.
Well, I'll save my time.
I'm good.
You're
I'm
good?
yielding. Mhm.
Yeah, yield.
Okay. Me?
Yeah, you're up, dude.
So I don't love the Acolyte's sabers. They are. I actually, like we have said in the past, I really enjoy that show. The sabers are where the show really lacks for me on a props scale. Truly, the main thing that bothers me with the Acolyte sabers is the fact that they have both a ring and a cover tech. Why? Why is that? Why do I need both? It's impractical. You have one or the other. That's one thing that I like about the other sabers. At least they kind of commit to that. I do love the burnished emitter. And to be fair, out of all of the Acolyte sabers, I do actually like this one the best. I held the Galaxy's Edge one, and honestly, better than I thought. Better than I thought holding it. That being said, this is probably my second favorite saber in the Acolyte. But again, I don't love it. I would put it. I do like it better than Yoda's though. So I would put it above Yoda at C. I think it has more of a unique feature. You can't see like the side paneling on it, but it has some pretty like accent stuff. But that's really all I got right there.
Okay. I would say that this is not my favorite of the Acolyte sabers, but it is up there when it comes to a basic saber. I do like this a lot more than some of the other basic sabers. I think a lot of Attack of the Clones with those sabers, and I like this more than a lot of those. I would say C tier, but I would say behind Yoda. I like Yoda's saber more than this. Yeah. Also, Grayson, that you said this is probably your favorite of the Acolyte.
I didn't say that. I said second favorite.
Yeah, then you corrected yourself.
I said this is my second favorite.
After you had said that it is your favorite.
No, I didn't. You didn't let me finish.
No.
Oh, and local recordings are on, so we're clipping it, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh my God. You know what my favorite is in the show.
I know.
I saw you doing the hand emotions.
Yeah. Luke and I were both like, what?
Yeah, no, that's what I said. I was like, what I meant to say was my favorite Jedi saber. Like, because all the other Jedi sabers I just don't really like that much. Bro, I have his helmet back there. Neither of you do. All right.
All right. So where are we putting it?
Below Yoda.
Below Yoda.
Below Yoda in F,
but we both said C, but we could put it like bottom of C.
Yeah, I'm okay with
Wait,
bottom.
what happened to D, bro? What happened to D?
It didn't fit on the screen, so sorry.
Okay. All right. Fair enough.
We know what we got. All right, I'm putting it below Yoda in C.
Okay.
I just don't think it's an F. It has to be really bad for it.
There's some that I'm like, nah, you know.
Yeah, I agree. There are some that has to be really bad.
All right.
There's some that I'm like, man. All right, we'll go.
Jacob, I agree. Okay. Going next up, I'm going to reset the clock. Stop, reset. Oh boy. 5, 1.
Did you get this clock just for this, by the way?
No, I've had it and I've been needing to use it for something. Okay.
Heck yeah.
Kenobi,
Phantom Menace. Luke, you're up, sir.
This is a beautiful lightsaber. This is a childhood lightsaber right here too.
Mm-hmm.
I think I've owned like every rendition of the saber, from the pull-out ones to the Black Series to replica. And this is a hill I always wanted since I first started collecting. Red button peak, looks like Qui-Gon's. I also learned at Rebel ScumCon that Roger Christian did not like that they were able to choose their sabers. He was like, that's something I would have never done as a prop maker. I would be the one making it for them. And he was like,
no,
really?
but I think it. Sorry, I keep interjecting.
No, yeah. It's not your time. All right. I'm going A tier for this, above Asajj for this. I think this is a god tier lightsaber. I don't think it's S tier, but I think it's up there above Asajj for sure. Yielding.
Grayson.
Completely agreed. Love the red button. This is one of the best prequel sabers, Phantom Menace sabers they cooked. Definitely not S tier. There's some that are exclusive to that group, but it definitely above Asajj and A tier. Like you said, the toys were phenomenal. And to be honest, you said the Roger Christian not being able to, like, they weren't able to pick out they were picking out the prequel ones. It kind of worked out for the best, in my opinion, because there's some certain points of the saber that, in my opinion, reflect what Obi-Wan has later on. This saber is just like peak prequel hill, in my opinion. So yeah, I'm putting it A above Asajj.
I agree that it's an A tier above Asajj. Absolutely. If I had a 5B for S tier, I would say if there was 6, this would absolutely be an S tier. This is one of my favorite lightsabers of all time. Like you said, Luke, big red button. I'm a sucker for a big red button. And specifically how it, once again, tells the story of where Kenobi's saber is going. I really like that as well. That it has the Qui-Gon elements. I don't know what this one sounds like specifically, so I'd have to go to YouTube to be like, is it anything crazy?
All the prequels sound pretty generic, dude.
Yeah.
Like Maul has something pretty unique, and then like Mace does, kinda, but the rest they're all pretty just like, like it's nothing crazy. So I mean, it's a Jedi lightsaber, Jedi blue,
Okay. It truly is one of the best lightsaber designs of all time.
Yep.
It
was my first lightsaber, ever.
100%. I also completely disagree with Roger Christian that it's really cool that the Jedi got to choose their lightsabers just like they were actual Jedi building their lightsabers. Like, that's the closest you're going to get. So obviously they're going to feel more attached to something if they got to choose it. So I think that's really cool. Where are we placing this, boys? We placing this in A above Asajj? Is that where it's going?
I think so.
I think we all.
Yeah, we got to.
That one's got to be like tippy top of A by the end of this list.
Yeah, I think it's going to be pretty hard to beat that for A tier. But there's some more on this list that are coming up. There's some more on this list. Okay, we're 4 sabers in. I'm going to reset this. We got the clock ready to go.
Let's get it
going. Mara Jade.
Ooh, elite pick here, dude. Is it rule of thumb that Luke always gets to go first?
I was just gonna. I mean, we've done it. This will be the 5th time that we've done that. So
okay,
I will let you use one more time to be like, I want to go first on this.
Nah, I'm good.
Okay.
I'm not too fond with the saber. That's the one thing in Star Wars that's got me is I probably know like 5% of Legends. I haven't really dove into any of that stuff whatsoever. Yeah, I'm gonna put this, just to be nice, put this in C tier between Yoda and Soul. I don't think I like the saber more than Yoda's, but I think I do like it more than Soul's. It's a little bit different, but yeah, I'm putting the C tier. I'm yielding.
Oh, Grayson, go ahead, sir.
This saber's peak, dude. This saber is awesome. It exudes Mara's character as the Emperor's hand. The machined look to it. It's got the 2 buttons there at the top. They blink red and yellow. I love blinkies on a lightsaber. That's why all of the OTs, like what they have the control box, Kanan and Luke are some of up there. We'll get to those later. It feels like an assassin's lightsaber, and that's what she is. And it also feels OT, but it's also got a little bit of that cover tech because the Empire made it. So of course, I would put this in between Ventress and Obi-Wan. For me, I think this is an A-tier lightsaber. I also love that it's a one-handed saber. In that picture, she's holding it two-handed, but generally she holds it with one hand in a blaster because she's a saboteur like that. So I rest my case. Mara Jade, the Emperor's hand, A-tier.
I am going to split the difference for you guys and say B.
Ooh.
Because I really like the saber. I just think it's for how short it is kind of bulky for me, just in terms of how sleek of a character Mara Jade is and how bulky the saber is. I think if we had known her to build it on her own with like Luke or something, I think it would make more sense. But just like
she does build one later.
Well, yeah, her second, but like for this being her first, I just think bulk wise, like it's a little much, especially because it is only a one-handed saber. Like
I have it. It's actually pretty tiny.
Yeah,
I think this is the Disney one. That's why
this is the Disney one.
Yeah, this is the Galaxy's Edge version. Look, it's got all of the things that I look for in a saber with like the blinking. It's got those, like, I know those are stickers, but like that red on the top, like it's got everything I'm looking for in a saber. It's just I don't necessarily like the format of how it's all placed onto the hilt. So I don't think this is a C. I like this better than Yoda. I like this better than Soul. This doesn't come close to Asajj and Obi-Wan for me. So I'm going to say B. It probably is going to end up lower B for me if I had to decide.
I'm okay with that.
Do we want to say do it like low, middle B? I mean, we can see what goes above it and under it later on.
Yeah, we'll end up seeing what goes above it as we get more into these. There are some more that I'm sure will be longer discussions that we'll have to put.
For sure.
So I'm gonna say B with the guess that this is gonna end up in low B.
All right,
that's fine.
Cool.
I understand. I have some nostalgia to this lightsaber.
Now I gotta find out all these small ass pictures. Hold on.
Right here. Oh, there it is on that. Yeah. Did you put in the pictures in there twice?
It double uploaded them for some reason. So,
okay.
That way you don't know what's coming next.
Valid.
Yep. Okay. So resetting the clock. We currently have 5. Shout out to everybody in chat who's sounding off. Limitless Nerd who's here. Blue Mamba's here. Star Wars Insight is here with Theron with the glasses on. And the GOAT just popped into chat. What's up, dude? Double the pride, something, LOL. Ashton, I think your shirt got delivered today, or it's at least getting delivered in like an hour or two. I don't know. Wait, no, it's a different time in Florida. So it probably is already delivered.
It's 8 o'clock. It's definitely delivered.
Yeah, it's definitely been delivered. So you might have a shirt there. Oh, no, wait. Yeah, I was looking at the shipping today, and a bunch of stuff got delivered for everybody. Okay, resetting. We're at hold on, stop, reset, 5, 1. What the?
It's like you're just playing a video game right now.
Yeah, we're playing
Hold on, let me play Legend of Zelda real quick.
Okay, we're going to start, and then we are going to go to the next saber, which is Ahsoka Clone Wars.
Luke has to start with this one.
Yep.
Yeah, I do. Oh my goodness, where do I start with these? I love how much they resemble Anakin's too. It kind of looks like Souls in a way too. Maybe that's why I don't like Souls, because it's trying to be Ahsoka's.
I actually have always thought that. Yeah.
Whoa.
Oh my god, I love this saber so much. Are we counting these blue, or it could be any colors? What was the rules?
Blue, green.
Yeah, blue or green. I know in the photo they are white, but
blues is my favorite. So I'm putting this. I would also even put this S tier, but I'm putting A tier above Obi-Wan for sure. These are some of my favorite lightsabers of all time. This might even be a top 5 lightsaber of mine. Hold up, you'll get your time. Yeah, let's put this first in A tier, please.
Grayson?
B. They're good. They're not great. I like the primary one, and I love when they have the blue, like the Siege of Mandalore sound font. I think they sound way better that way. Not a fan of a huge fan of the Shoto. It's pretty basic. There's just not much going on for it. I know we're using one of the pictures. I do like the physical props from the Ahsoka show, because they actually have the Graflex red button, or the Graflex saber has the red button at the top. Like you can see where it drew more inspiration. So I guess if I'm thinking more of the Ahsoka, like the physical in-universe prop, it is. You know, I could put, if I think of those props from the behind the scenes, I could put it at the in bottom of A. Like, they're not my favorite, but I do like those props a lot.
Yield.
Bro, I put it in A.
Okay. Jeez.
Yeah.
Wow.
He's shaking his head at me.
Oh. I knowing that Ahsoka has 2 other lightsabers that are absolute peak.
Facts. Sorry.
I like these. I also really like the emitters on these, just because like Dave designing these makes them great lightsabers. I think they are better than Asajj's red. I do not think this is better than Obi-Wan's Phantom Menace.
Agreed.
I do not think this is better than Obi-Wan's Phantom Menace. I will say I love the blue, and especially like that scene of her getting the blues, absolute peak. But
So
I will also say, if these were only blue the entire time and they were never green, I think I would like them a lot more. But that's a little thing for me.
Here's my. Are we on the group discussion right now? Weird take. I would love if she had a green and a blue. I know that's kind of like people are gonna be like, oh, Ayla Secura, even though canonically Ayla only had the blue lightsaber that was just in Battlefront 2 anyway. I kind of agree. I kind of wish her second saber was because they did like the weird green yellow thing, which was kind of cool. But yeah, like when you think of, I mean, we talk about how much we love Siege of Mandalore and like so many shots of like when she's fighting Maul, when she lands on Mandalore doing like the pose, you know, like. The sabers are pretty, even down to Vader holding it as he drops it and rolls it off his hand into the snow. These sabers are pretty goated. I don't think they're higher than Obi-Wan's, but I could put them above Ventress for sure. I like them way more than Ventress's.
Where's he going?
He's showing his print over there.
Oh yeah.
My goat.
Hey man, you got a veto.
No, I'm okay with putting this in between 2. I don't think it's better than Obi-Wan now that I'm thinking about this, but I do think it belongs up there in the A, absolutely for sure.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with A. All right, so we're putting it A under Obi-Wan.
Yep.
Correct.
Let's move.
Wish I could find a picture of the physical prop from the Ahsoka behind the scenes because they look so good. They even have like the Empire like box board on it, and it's sick.
He's going into the warehouse.
He gone.
He's going into the warehouse.
Well, they don't have the same thing though. They got the little rivets that Anakin says. Let me do this. I think these are 89 ones.
They look sick.
I also, here's another kind of weird thing for me is I'm not a big fan of chrome shiny sabers. That's just like a rule of thumb you're going to find with me going forward.
So
I also agree that the less chrome, the better.
Because then they're like fingerprint magnets, dude.
Yeah,
that's why I don't like another one that's coming later on that you guys are going to get mad at me for, but that's okay.
Oh boy. Hey, Ashton's shirt got delivered. Sick, dude.
Woo!
Woo!
What do you mean by this, Jacob? I'm confused.
I think it belongs up there in A. Is crazy. Where are you supposed to?
But he said they're goated, so I'm confused.
Is he saying they should be S?
Dude, we only get 5 for S, Jacob. Only get 5.
This is not one of the top 5 S tier lightsabers of all time. I apologize.
Like,
not even one of the top 5 S tier lightsabers on this list, and we all agree.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
okay.
Valid.
Baylan Skoll.
This is beautiful.
Oh, wait, yes.
If you guys want, me
no,
to
you go.
Nullify the allotted time for each of us speaking. We could just do 6 minutes of full like group discussion if you want. Unless you would rather have like, no, I want my time. It's up to you. I don't care.
I like the way we're doing it. It's kind of it's working.
Okay.
Grayson,
Luke, you go first. Oh,
you.
Okay. This is actually one of my favorite sabers of all time. I won't be naive and say that it's in S because there's some. So when I made a 10 of S tier sabers. This is before I knew the rules. Baylan was my number like 9. So it is an A tier for me. I think it exudes his character, which is always important. Sound font is amazing. The color is amazing. It feels like a knight temple, like a dark knight, not Batman, but like truly like the sword of like a fallen crusader, a fallen knight, right? And that's what's like super important to me. It's got the little red accent button. I know this is kind of more of the cleaned up version, but the physical prop is way more weathered, and the pommel is like a bronze stone color. Yeah, you see, you got a little bit more of the weathered version. I love it. I also, again, I am a sucker for rings at the bottom, so that's a big thing for me. We talk about how good the Ahsoka props are. For me, Baylan is also just underneath Phantom Menace Obi-Wan. Honestly, I could say it's on par for me, but it is an A.
Luke?
Yeah, I think I've talked to you guys about this before too. I love how the saber feels like a medieval knight or something, you know, like a swordsman. Yeah. The grip on this saber is really nice too. I love the way it feels when you hold it. Sound font is also a really good one too. And of course, I think the character itself just elevates the saber like even
100%.
more too. Yeah, I'm comfortable putting this A tier above Asajj for sure. Yeah, before Obi for sure, but I think I still like Ahsoka's more. So I'd be comfortable putting this in the A tier and seeing how you guys feel as well too. I yield.
You like this more than Obi-Wan's Phantom Menace?
No, I'm putting it below.
Oh, okay. I was
Like
like,
it
whoa,
goes
dude.
before it. Sorry, I meant like after technically. Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay, so we're either behind or in front of Ahsoka's Clone Wars. I would have to say I like this more than Ahsoka's Clone Wars. I mean, for all of the reasons you guys said, also like the scene of Huyang describing like Baylan, like there's only ever been one there's only ever been one Jedi to make the saber, and it's him. So it has to be like that. It is so individualized, especially in lore, that it's his. It just makes it such a cool saber. It screams Baylan Skoll. I'm gonna sound like a broken record by the end of this, but I think a saber design speaks so much to the costume design of a character, especially for the Jedi of the time of the Boken Jedi and post prequels, because during the prequels, like, yeah, they can kind of switch up their outfits, but they're pretty much the same color scheme, like the same outfits, except for like, I mean, you're not going to see Ki-Adi-Mundi dressed like Aayla Secura, but like that kind of takes away from my point. But like, I do think that this screams Baylan Skoll, makes it an absolute A tier, as well as just the design of the saber. I think this is above Ahsoka's Clone Wars.
2 in favor of above Ahsoka's Clone Wars.
Let's put it there.
We cool?
Yeah.
Let's go!
Down.
All right. We'll put it in. Okay.
That's too easy.
Reset.
Yup.
Okay. Let's see. Cal Kestis crossguard.
Ooh.
Can I ask if regular Cal is going to be on here later?
No, you cannot.
Dang.
No, you cannot.
I'll start. This one's such an. We had this one at Rebel ScumCon too, and everyone loved it. It was such an eye catcher. This was personally my least favorite wielding method in the game. I feel like almost everyone can kind of agree to that. I don't know. It's just you can't beat the dual wield or a double bladed, you know. Yeah, it's just so strange seeing Cal use such a big saber like that. You would think his master would use something like this, you know. It's huge. I don't think it's all that great, but I still think it's really unique and cool. So I would be comfortable putting this in the low C tier. Maybe I would put this above Yoda. I think it's unique enough to be put above Yoda. I'm putting the C tier above Yoda. Yielding.
I would put it above Yoda. I'd put it at bottom of B because I do think Cal's lightsaber is still one of the best. I know we're not talking about it completely, but I do love Cal's regular saber and his double-bladed version a lot more. I do like that they took from the High Republic the kind of thin crossguard components as opposed to kind of like the big like Kylo-esque ones. Like they're not vents; they're almost like actual proper crossguards. It is really big, though. Like it is really big. I don't know if it needs to be that large, especially for Cal. But yeah, I mean, top of C or bottom of B. Carter, I know you said the sound design is pretty great, but I like the sounds of just the standard saber more. And yeah, this was my least favorite variant to wield in Survivor. So yeah, I'm gonna say top of C or bottom of B. I'll let Will weigh in.
I would go probably top of C. I'm not the biggest fan of cross guards in general. I think outside of Kylo Ren's, it takes a lot for me to like a cross guard, just because like I get how they're used for the smaller blades on the edges, but they just kind of seem like, oh, what if it looked more like a sword? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it just seemed like an afterthought for like design wise. It is extremely cool when Kylo ignites his, but I think like him having the crossguard and it looking like that because it needs the vents for the crystal inside of his saber, like that there's a lore reason for it, that it needs to exude from the outside of the lightsaber makes more sense to me than just like, oh, what if this was actually something I was able to use? Also, it is damn big, which like I've never thought about that, Luke, but that makes total sense that like Jar Tapal would use a saber like this. If it was Jar Tapal's saber, I'd be like, okay, I like it more. But for Cal, like this saber is like 3 times the size of BD. Like it's just damn big for no reason. I think C. I would say under Yoda.
Are you done with your? I have a little group discussion here.
Yeah.
I will say, because this is like it's something that I would see almost like a Wookiee wielding, like High Republic fans. Buryaga uses a lightsaber like this, and it makes sense because he's like 7 feet tall and he's a Wookiee. And I like the crossguard elements of like, because Kylo had to do it for the cracked crystal, but also he was like, oh, this actually is kind of like the older lightsabers. We see the Old Republic sabers on Malachor and Rebels. They have like the big cross guards. I like these thinner ones because they're meant for defense, not attack, which is very Jedi like. I like that aspect of it. It is weird though with Cal's, because Cal's has such a big emitter. I like that thing is I'm like, you almost kind of have a built-in guard already, sort of thing. I like it better than Yoda's, but if Luke doesn't, then I'm cool with putting it above Soul's and below Yoda's.
I think I like Yoda's more than this one.
I agree.
Yeah. I think the negatives we talked about bump it down. I think the coolness gives it that level of C, but other than that,
yeah. It also, like, this is one of those sabers that is hurt by the potential of knowing what other sabers this character has, and like knowing how sleek those sabers are. It's like that comes into it of like, there's
I also think in game the blade is like 40 inches long. It's crazy.
That is bonkers. So behind Yoda?
Yeah.
I like it. Yeah.
All right. Oh, that was our longest discussion yet. We're getting longer here, ladies and germs. Okay. We're resetting. Next one is Qui-Gon Jinn.
Oh my gosh. I'm trying to think like what 5 I would even put up there just to be like, oh, this is so good. I think this might
that
be,
art you picked. Oh god.
I think this might be the best minimalistic lightsaber in all of Star Wars, with just how plain it is. It's so simple, but just so it's elegant too. Like it's just in the strangest way, it doesn't really make sense, but this just screams Qui-Gon too. Maybe it's just because he's such a chill, mellow-minded character too, where like it almost resembles him in his saber. Oh my gosh, I'm trying to even think what I would even put as 5, because I might even question this as like an S tier, but I think I'm gonna have to go with, I think I still like maybe 4 more than this, but this is for sure above Obi-Wan's for me. I think this is an A tier above the Phantom Menace. I love this beauty. I think honestly, this was my first the go. This was
Yeah,
literally
dude.
the first one, dude. So I'm putting this A tier above Obi. I got to. Yielding.
For me, it is on par with Obi's Phantom Menace. I think practically I like this one more because, like you said, it's minimalistic. It feels like that you feel the samurai vibes in it, right? It's got a nice texture to it. It feels like you said elegant, civilized, all the things that Obi-Wan describes in A New Hope, and just it exudes so much Qui-Gon. When I saw the prop at prop store, I was like, oh my gosh, dude, that hilt is just so good. Yeah, I mean, truly, I could be happy with it being in A, either above or below Obi. Oh my gosh, bro.
It's so good, dude.
It's really Obi and Baylan and Qui-Gon, they're all in that same ballpark for me. So as long as it's somewhere in there, I'm cool with that. I love this saber.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, this is S tier.
Ooh.
This is a fiver for me. This saber, not only look okay, like let's get it out of the way. Yeah, I love Qui-Gon. Okay. But outside of how well this describes Qui-Gon's character, this is one of the, outside of the Ronin saber and Ahsoka's sabers, her Rebels and then into the Ahsoka series sabers, her katanas. This is one of the first sabers that made me feel like the Jedi really were the samurai of their time. And when Star Wars is either Western, samurai, or fantasy for me, when it falls into one of those three categories, and it does it with such sleekness, like this is such a compact design, but it works so well that everything on it is supposed to be there, completely balanced, just like Qui-Gon was. So I truly think this is the saber of somebody who didn't think he needed to use it, and that's why I love it, much like a samurai sword. So I think this is S tier for me. If it's top of A, that's fine. But I will say, if something else comes up for that 5 that absolutely should not be there, this might be a veto saber for me. So I'm totally cool with putting this at top of A, unless anybody else agrees that this should be S. But I just think, and also like the iconography of the saber, that literally this was the first saber for so many prequels, kids, that I just think that like this is like when you think of the first 4 lightsabers, this is one of the first 4. I mean, Graflex, Vader, Luke's V2, and then I would put it right under those for the first 4. So like, I think it's S, but it's up to you guys.
I want to see what else we have. If we have some leftovers for S, I'm down with that. But for now, I want to say top of A. But I'm like, if you use a veto on it, I'm not gonna be mad. You know.
I like a high A and the possible chance of vetoing it into an S tier.
Yeah.
Because same thing, like at the top of my mind right now, like that is a top 5 to me, but I just feel like there's going to be a sneaker where I'm like, ooh, actually you might like that one more in the 5.
Because I have like 3 or 4 that have to be S, and and I'm like, this one could make it. We'll have to see the discussion, but I get it. It's valid. It is valid.
It can sit it there, but if we get to the end of this and I need to use my veto, I absolutely will.
That ain't no problem.
Okay. Top of A. Let's reset. We're going Verestra.
Oh.
I'm sure this will take the full 6 minutes.
Grace and go.
So here's the thing about this saber. Literally, the only reason this saber is not an F is because it's a whip and because it's purple. Everything else, it is so generic, and it sucks too because I really, again, like I'm an Acolyte fan. That being said, the translation from what is shown in the art books to like what was made for the physical prop, there's a disconnect there, man. I don't know. Like it's just, It's so boring looking, man. It's so boring. I don't know. I mean, I'd put it below Souls on C. It pains me to say. I don't think it's F because of the whip, and it does sound extremely cool. That's what's bringing it up from F for me. But other than that, this is a plain Jane boring lightsaber, man.
Yeah, I'm putting this F tier, man. It ain't got no. Put that in the bottom. Not a big fan of the whip, maybe. I think like with cows, it kind of gave that benefit of the doubt. Like, even though it's a saber we all agree that we don't really like, it's still cool. I think even with the whipness, I don't think it still makes it that cool. I still think it's so generic too. I am yielding and putting this in the F tier. I think it should be our first one.
I agree with it being an F tier. I think the whip doesn't do enough to hold it. I think if this saber looks like a off-brand, like non-copyright version of a lightsaber that wouldn't even be called a lightsaber, this looks like something that would be called like a saber sword or something that like just wouldn't be a lightsaber. I don't know how they ended up with this. Is this, I don't even know. Do we know what her saber looks like in the High Republic stuff? Is this?
Yeah,
is this
I've got
like,
the book.
Like this is what the hilt looks like.
It's they just like they pretty much like tone down the traits of it. Like it's supposed to look like, and I mean it's still not great. It's still really basic, but at least it has like the swelled pommel and stuff at the bottom. Like hold on, let me just go get the book. I've got it back here. For me, because I read A Test of Courage, which is her first appearance, the way she uses this saber is so cool. Like they crash on this jungle moon and they have to like clear through the forest. So she switches it to whip mode, and like she uses it to disarm opponents because she doesn't want to fight them. Like one of her other Jedi companions kind of goes rogue to the dark side a little bit, and she like disarms him with the whip and then like slashes at him to like not grab it again. And that's why strictly because of that's why it's not an F for me, because the utility of it is peak. And it requires a lot of skill, and it's purple and it sounds cool. But let me go get the book real quick.
I am completely okay with putting this right above Souls.
I do like Souls better still.
Me too.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because
I'm like, like that. If Souls was like a whip, I'd be like, okay, Souls is better. But I don't know. I don't really care for this saber.
I'm gonna see if I can.
It just
F it.
It's just kind of a bogus saber, dude.
That hilt is F+.
Yeah, F+.
There's some interesting High Republic sabers, that is for sure. I wish it had a guide of like where they're at, bro. There's not like a
oh my God, Ashton, is this for? Are you lagging, or is this for Vernestra's, dude? Hey, Ashton, what are we talking about right now?
That's what he was talking about, dude.
He was talking about this one?
Yeah, dude. He said that as soon as he was like, is there a tier above? Unless he was talking about Qui-Gon, actually. I lied.
I don't know. It looks like he's joking.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's still not great, but it has a little bit more, accentuated features.
Dog, that is rendition. A Lego minifigure lightsaber.
But it's got I like the gold band. You know what honestly would make this saber a little bit better is if it had a red button.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, I mean, obviously you're going to have a little bit of discrepancy there. But I don't know. I love the utility of the saber. That is literally why it is at the bottom of C for me.
I gave Chewie a lightsaber.
Say what?
I gave Chewbacca a lightsaber.
That's sick. Oh.
Hey, dude, it's just I don't know. There's probably some time where he has it. Bro, show him.
Oh.
Did you give him the Qui-Gon one?
Yeah.
That's awesome. I mean, we can put it in F. I'm not crying over it.
Yeah.
It's just because I'm a nerd.
Okay.
Sorry,
I think we're being
sorry, High Republic fans. I tried.
Sorry, High Republic fans.
Next.
Good book, though. Good book.
Next.
Ooh. I'll go. I love this saber so much only because he's doing it for the love of the game, man. He's doing
Sorry, I threw up.
he's making this saber out of the same metal just to troll with the Jedi Council. I'm putting this saber under Mara Jade's in B. I think I like this more than Yoda. I think I like it more than Cal's crossguard and Soul. I would honestly put it above Mara Jade, so I'm putting this below B, in bottom tier B. Yielding.
Will, can you go next?
I cannot stand this lightsaber, dude.
What?
This is one of my bottom 10 lightsabers of all time, dude. I cannot stand this lightsaber hilt. It is like the only thing that is that makes it okay is how evil it makes me feel looking at it and knowing how evil Palpatine is. That is the literal only redeeming quality this saber has. I cannot stand this lightsaber. I think Yoda's is better. I think Cal's crossguard is better. I mean, I cannot stand this lightsaber, dude. I can't stand it. Yield.
So, literally, what annoys me so much about this saber is that little dingle dangle thing at the bottom. The I can't use any like what is dude. I can't because this is a family friendly stream. I cannot say what it looks like, but it looks whack. If you cut that part off the bottom and made it symmetrical to the top or did something more interesting, I would like this saber, especially because when he dual wields them. Like that's the big I was like, then it's cool. It does sound cool. I do like the I actually do like the material that the saber is made out of and the way Palpatine fights with it. That little thing at the bottom. What is that? What is that, dude? Like it's so I don't understand. I agree with Carter. I like it more than Yoda's, but it's still it's still C for me because Yoda's is just like this has more character going for it, and I can at least give it that and the way Palpatine fights with it, how much it does exude his character. Especially that Clone Wars fight where he's got two of the dude, it's peak. I don't love it. I do not love it. I don't think it's A or B, and honestly, it's like realistically would be more like bottom of C for me. But I'd put it over Yoda's.
I like Yoda's more than this. Truly,
I'm okay with liking Yoda's more than this as well too. I think the main reason why I love this saber is truly for his love for hating the game. Like, the backstory of it too. Like
also him like hiding it in the chair, you know, like or in the sleeve. Like he's got it ready to go. Like it's because it is a really small saber.
Yeah. It's a little guy.
Yeah, it might be one of the smallest to be honest.
Yeah, like it's like slightly bigger than Yoda's, but. And I do love the kind of like copper gold. Is it like iridium that it's made? I don't remember what material it's made out of, but it is pretty sick. Electrum, yeah. Because isn't Mace also made out of Electrum?
Yep.
Yeah.
Another cheats lightsaber. But we'll get to it.
I like this, but I do. Yeah.
So is it above Yoda or is it behind Yoda?
I'm okay with above Cal, behind Yoda. I think I do like the Yoda's a little bit more than this one.
I agree.
That's fine.
All right.
Okay. There it is. Reset.
Good old Raisin Man.
All right. Ezra V2.
This might be the greatest lightsaber sound of all time, too, as well.
It is.
Like, one thing I compare it to, it sounds like in a weird way, like the perfect straw. I don't know. It makes like a kind of noise. Like, imagine like the most crisp, perfect McDonald's Sprite you can think of. Like, that's what it sounds like to me.
Dude, yes.
Whoa.
Yes.
I'm putting this. Oh my gosh, this is such a beautiful saber too, and I love the design of it too. Same thing, another one that's like super minimalistic, but also it's got like it's almost got like a touch of everything. This reminds me of like the prequels becoming the original trilogy almost. Like this is like the transition from that into the OG. Yeah, I think I would have to put this one honestly maybe above Baylan's. I think I like this one more than Baylan's. I think the sound as well as the look kind of out it does it. And it's my Rebels gang, man. And I think I enjoy this more than even the Glock saber as well too. So I'm gonna have to put this in the A tier above Baylan.
Can I proceed?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh.
On my personal level, this is in my top 5 sabers of all time. The sound, the red switch, the box, the triangle ring, the texture of colors, the little gold accent right underneath the emitter, the fact that it has the thin emitter, like the Return of the Jedi Luke V2. Like you said, this is the perfect like translation of like, how can we make a new OT style of hilt? Even the texture of the grips, if you flip it over, it's also got the little Graflex pins, which is why I love another saber that's on this list, or should be on this list. And to be fair, I like this version that's shown better. You got it right there too. But I also really like the Sabine version too. I like it a little bit less, but I do like I just love just that pairing together, right? I don't know where we're going to land. This might be a veto for later on because, again, I want to see what we end up putting on here when the discussion comes, because there's some that have to be on S. It is like non-negotiable. But truly, if it were up to me, this would go in S for me. I think it is one of the best new modern sabers of all time. I yield. Will, I know you feel similarly, but go ahead.
Yeah, this is absolutely S. This is one of the most S lightsabers. Knowing what else is on the list, this is one of the most S lightsabers of all time. And knowing what other lightsabers there are in the history of lightsabers, this is S, dude. Are you kidding me? It is truly, and this is one of the lightsabers that like in live action is S tier, but then in animation it looks even cooler.
Yeah,
like
dude.
it is
the first time we see it, man.
It's truly, for me, on my personal list, this is one of my top 3 lightsabers of all time. This is one of the coolest lightsabers ever. Not only because of it being the lightsaber in the gap between prequels and the OT, but because Ezra is so much of that character that it 100% screams Ezra's character, and that it is his second lightsaber, getting rid of the blaster, saying he doesn't need it, and going to a more personalized lightsaber where he doesn't have to rely on a blaster saber and just the actual weapon. Dude, this is truly S tier for me. So I cannot put it anywhere else other than S.
I'm okay with it.
If you and I both feel S and Luke is okay with it, I'm cool with putting it in S. I would. Yeah, it is the perfect maturation of Ezra's character. And also growing up, I was always like, I played Jedi Academy a lot, where you get to build a second saber in that game. Obviously, we're a fan of Luke's V2. I always was like, dude, I loved having like a character, like having a one color lightsaber, and then they get another lightsaber later on. And that's honestly a weirdly kind of a running theme with a lot of these sabers, is like when they get a second lightsaber and when it's green, dude. Oh, like, dude, that sound is just, it is.
But no, the swing is what makes it the best. Oh,
it's so sick, dude. Honestly, like, okay,
It's so big.
A lot of times when you talk about comics, and we're running out of time, a lot of times when you talk about comics and people are like, oh, my favorite superhero is Batman, people will be like, oh, so you want to be Batman if you could be Batman? No, I'd want to be Nightwing so I could hang out with Batman. I wouldn't want to hold Luke's V2. I would want to have this saber so I could have Luke with Luke's V2. If I had to have a saber in Star Wars, it would be this saber 100%. This is the saber of my dreams, dude. I love this so much.
S tier, baby.
S tier. Let's do it.
Dude, that triangle ring too. Oh.
It is gas. Okay. What do we got next? Let's see.
Guys, we're kind of cooking, I think.
I think we're making the best lightsaber tier list of all time.
Hey.
Ki-Adi-Mundi.
Ooh. I'll start with this. I not too fond of this saber. This is one that I think I do not own out of all the Jedi too. I don't think it's necessarily like a popular one that's made by a lot of the companies as well too. I know there's a few out there, but very minimalistic too. That divot is like so common towards the top too, which I do love when sabers have that little, like, it's almost like a finger placement, that kind of chromish piece under the top of the emitter. I'm okay with putting this at the bottom of C. I don't think it's horribly F. Like, it doesn't scream like that's horrible to me. I don't know. I'm in between F and C. I'm putting bottom of C. Yielding.
I'm gonna say bottom of C only because it has the bar graph, which is the little like red thing, and on a lot of like the prop replicas, usually like lights will be running down through that, and I think that's a very cool characteristic of some of the prequel sabers. That being said, I really just get kind of put off when sabers have just too many rings going around it, like just kind of like unnecessary grooves and panels and stuff that kind of make it look practical without actually being practical, like Ezra's, you know, like it looks kind of artificially engineered, if that makes sense. It's not a bad lightsaber, but yeah, I mean, I genuinely, I have no strong feelings. I'd put this in bottom of C. Yeah, or F. C. We'll put a C.
I like it.
Yield.
I would put this above Souls. Truly, I like the, if Souls is a Clone Wars era lightsaber that just has nothing on it, this is what it would look like if Soul's lightsaber had stuff on it. That's my thing. I like the buttons. I do like the red. I think the closest saber I can think of to this saber is honestly kind of the way Mara's looks, but I think Mara Jade's does this way better in terms of like the specific chrome that it is, that it's that silver and not like the reflective chrome. I like this saber. I just think it's kind of, it looks like a saber that would be in the Vader comics when they throw the sabers into that furnace. This just looks like another one of those.
Yeah.
It's just extremely generic. So,
which also, this is a clan hilt, so like I think several Jedi had this saber in the prequels, like background Jedi and stuff.
Yeah,
this saber's like those, like when you get off Star Tours, you could build your own lightsaber. That's what this saber feels like.
Yep, that's how I feel about Vernestra's. So yeah, I would put it above Souls, honestly.
Sure.
Yeah. I'm okay with that.
Okay. Cool. Reset.
Ki-Adi-Mundi was so chopped in Clone Wars, bro. What is this?
It's because of how old he is. Based on his birthday. Oh,
Shin Hati. Shin Hati. Oh my goodness. Miss Shin.
Love of my life.
oh, dude.
Let's oh my gosh, I love this saber. This is one of my favorite sabers to hold as well too. This is like a top 5 up there. I mean, I think I don't know what is that piece necessarily called, that little, the grip, you know, towards the top.
For the guard, like the hand guard. Yeah,
it's a doodad.
You like it stops your hand so you don't.
Yeah. Oh my god, I love the saber. That's another like hilt that I wanted for so long as well too. When we've always said this before, I think the Ahsoka series has like the greatest run of lightsabers we've seen since the prequels.
Facts.
Oh my goodness. But I don't know if I like this one more than Baylan though. I'm gonna have to put this one in an A tier between Baylan and Ahsoka. I think I like this one a little bit more than Ahsoka. I just don't think I like it more than Baylan's, but I still think it's up there to be such a beautiful saber too. I don't think the one in the show has like the light up red in the grip too, but
Yeah.
even then, that's still such a beauty too. I know the colors are just a little bit different, but yeah, I think I like this in A tier between Ahsoka and Baylan. I'm yielding.
I literally was the exact spot I was going to put it in. I like Baylan's a little bit more, but this suits her so well. Again, a good one-handed saber. It's got that hand stop to kind of again feels like a younger knight, as if it was like she made it outside of the temple. It's a clean saber. Even the fact that it's got those white colored accents. Yeah, dude.
Sick,
look
dude.
at that. Got the ring, of course. It's a dang good lightsaber. Yeah, I'm gonna put it just under Baylan's.
Yeah, that's exactly where I would put it as well. I'm not going to spend too much time on it. However, the only thing I would add is I like that story-wise, this has it's not very close, but it does have the essence of a Kanan, and that Ezra's saber getting upgraded had to fight against something that kind of looked like Kanan's in the show. I do like that from a story perspective. I've always thought that was cool, as like Shin being the antithesis to Sabine and her kind of using a saber that is Kanan-esque when it comes to that. So I think it's sick. Yeah, below Baylan, above Clone Wars Ahsoka. I think is
screams
exactly
like young Padawan, like wolf almost in a way, if that makes sense too. Like I like it a lot.
I also like the blade of it being orange is sick.
And a great sound as well too. Another great sounding saber.
Dude, all of the sabers in Ahsoka also sound great. That's the big thing for me. Yeah, like it like you see that on her belt and it matches her whole aesthetic, man. It's crazy.
Okay. Under Baylan, above Schmoka.
Schmoka.
Okay. Let's hit the clock and
yeah, this is an S tier for sure. I don't even think I'll have to explain myself with these ones. The white, oh my goodness. I'm yielding. I'm putting S tier on this one. I don't even got to get into this. Yeah, S tier.
S tier.
S tier.
All right. Boom.
We're moving on.
These are some of the greatest lightsabers of all time. These are truly like these are some of the best character design lightsabers in all of Star Wars, and truly one of the best character designed weapons in any media, I would say. True, like based on just the foundation of what Star Wars is, being that it was based so much on Kurosawa movies, like this, it screams that. And knowing that when Dave like developed Ahsoka and her look for the Ahsoka series, that this saber, like in mind, while he was developing Ahsoka's look after Rebels and into the Ahsoka series, that he wanted her to look like a character that could stand in any Kurosawa movie and fit in. These sabers absolutely do that, and they're 100% S. Like, these are, if I could choose a saber that I don't have right now to own, it would be those 100%. These are the bucket list sabers for me. So those 100%. And I'm always jealous of Ashton because he has them in all of his videos just right next to him. So
one of the best testaments of a saber is when you first see it. Like some of my favorite sabers of when they're in the S and the A is like the first time you see them ignite the saber. And I mean, dude, in Rebel season 2, when she just whoops those Inquisitors, bro, and pulls those out, you're like, it's literally like the UFC like side arena where you're like, like it's crazy.
And
it's immediate S. Now here's the question: are we putting it above Ezra's V2 or behind Ezra's V2?
That is up to y'all. I don't care either way. S is S.
I'm okay with putting this above for now. I think I honestly enjoy Ahsoka's sound and look more than I do for both the look and sound of Ezra. I think
Yeah.
Ahsoka's sounding sabers are some of the best of all time too. I'm okay with
Yeah.
For
that.
me, it literally it just changes on the day. I love both of
Yeah.
them so much.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I agree. This is a 50-50 for me. So
Yeah.
we can put it above Ezra's.
I'm catching
But
a theme
like,
with this S tier. I
but
like this
like,
group.
but like tomorrow, if somebody was even like an hour after this, somebody's gonna be like, yeah, Ezra's is definitely above Ahsoka's. So it's literally flip a coin.
Mhm.
They're great.
Okay, that was an easy one.
Glad we're in agreement there.
Yeah, glad we're in agreement. Darksaber Rwoh.
Ooh, well, coming out of the woodworks with this one.
Yes. God, this is another saber I really enjoy too. That I really like.
Yeah.
It's so unique too. The weathering on it is kind of like none like we've seen before, other than Soul. But this came before it, you know. And I love that. I think Kylo's also has the burning on his cross guards too. So I love how it symbolizes that too. And another thing which I love about the sequel sabers, specifically this one, is it's skinny. It's super thin, like even thinner than like Maul's, I think, as well too. And to be such a big, long saber, and of course the whole magnet thing, it just flips. Oh, I'm trying to see if I had it over here. Oh,
You have that one?
I have like the super clean one. I gotta weather this thing. But yeah, same thing. It's
Yeah, dude.
magnet.
The weathering adds a ton to it. Ooh.
But the same thing. This is a little bit thicker than the live action one, but still, yeah, I'm putting this. Oh, I don't think it's like the greatest thing ever. A tier. I'm putting this in B above Mara Jade. I still think I like Ahsoka's and Asajj's more, but I still think it's cool enough for what it is to go top of B. Yielding.
I always forget about these sabers. I think it pulls from so many great elements. And it's crazy that they made this prop for just like literally one scene of the movie. I love the collapsible effect. Of course, I am a Rey should have a double-bladed lightsaber stand. I hope that yellow saber is double-bladed the next time we see it, guys. Please. Especially because I this is kind of a weird take. I love the way Pong Krell fights. I love his action sequences and the fact he's got that, and the Temple Guard as well. Again, the burnished kind of heat stained emitter, a little bit of like a Vader kind of activation there. You've got the weathered look that it feels very. It feels very dark side. Weird for me. I would put it above Shin, below Baylan, but I'm fine with it being in B above Mara. Probably on maybe like a not as good day, I'd put it equivalent with like Asajj somewhere. But I do really like this saber.
I wish this was foreshadowing to what Rey was going to do with her sabers at the end of Rise of Skywalker. Obviously not red, but like if instead of where the red is on these sabers, there was that like brown wrapping like she has on hers on the yellow saber, these would be absolutely peak. I love that they're burned on the edges. Like the only thing that I think holds me back is much like a Soul or even a Maul, I like when a double-bladed lightsaber can turn into two lightsabers, and that this like flips open and connects. And when it's closed, I mean, I am unaware of the utility of it being closed like that, and then also igniting it while it's connected. Like that's not even an option, right?
I think we see Pong Krell use it where he kind of like he flips it in and out to kind of maneuver it more. So like he'll spin it, he'll collapse it, and then like kind of release it again.
Yeah.
Or either it's that or it's just to hang on the belt. I would be shocked if I mean we don't see her do it, but I would be shocked if like in lore if this was like something that we saw more of if she couldn't take them apart. But I have no reason to believe that other than I would think that would be cool as well.
I agree that these are B above Mara's. If I knew that they could separate in the way that like a Maul or a Soul could, I think that would be, dude, imagine Rey, like Darkseid Rey, she's got the double-bladed lightsaber and then she can disconnect it and have like the one reverse grip, dude. Come on. Like that's just my own wants and needs for dark side ray, but like I think just the design of the sabers itself, they are extremely cool for just like a one-off scene. So would love to see them more, but I mean, I don't think we ever will. So yeah, I would say above Mara and B probably.
Sounds good with me.
I like it.
Dang, yeah, I'm glad you put these on here because I genuinely forget about this saber or sabers a lot.
I tried to throw some sleepers in there.
Yeah.
There's only 30, so I can only wait for the comments afterwards of you forgot. Yeah, I know. There's only 30. There's more lightsabers in Star Wars than 30. So
we can always do a part 2.
Hey.
Anakin Attack of the Clones.
Ooh. I'm pretty fond with this saber too, but I'm like pretty neutral with this one too. Like I prefer his other ones so much more. I'm just gonna be nice to the saber and put it in between Rey and Miss Mara Jade's. I like that it like foreshadows what he becomes too with Vader as well. But the saber is also very tiny too. So it's I feel like that kind of is funny with the whole lore thing that like Vader wanted it to be like this one, but it was just he couldn't. His hands were too big for it. So honestly, I would put it bottom B tier, to be honest. Let's go bottom B. Yeah, I'm yielding.
Yeah, this one is not one of my favorites. I think bottom of B is fine. I'd realistically put it top of C. It's so tiny for no reason, and I don't really understand why. I do like that it mimics the Vader hilt a little bit more. I just don't get why it's so tiny, man. I just don't. When it comes to like sabers that like main protagonists hold in the movies, like this is genuinely one of the bottoms for me. I don't think it's bad at all. I mean, I think if it was to like the same scale as his main lightsaber, it would be good. So I'm at top of C, bottom of B. Don't love it.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of this lightsaber. Before I continue, shout out to Focus Squadron member MacMan. What's up, dude? Official Focus Squadron member in the chat. What's up? This to me looks like in like comics or in Legends comics where they just kind of like draw a character's lightsaber, but it's like a smaller panel. So they're just like kind of get the accent points of like what a saber is supposed to look like. And it's just like, it's like 40% of the lightsaber, but the other 60% is like, where did that come from? That's just like artist interpretation. This looks like to me, if you drew Vader's lightsaber from memory, or if you like had a blindfold on, you were like, I think this is kind of what it looks like. I'm not really a big fan of this lightsaber. I would say I think I like Yoda's more than this, but it's up to you guys.
I'm honestly so neutral about this saber. Like this is one that I don't like disgustingly hate or absolutely love. So I'm okay with like I think for me these sabers are like Yoda and Anakin's, so I'm okay with putting this near Yoda's as well and see.
All right,
yeah,
that works with me.
So are we above Yoda or behind Yoda?
I feel like I like
above Yoda.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like I like this one a little bit more than Yoda.
I'm okay with it. Like it's fine. That's whatever.
Yeah, it's you could tell they were like, hey, we could like, what can we do with this? But like, obviously, he's not going to have it for a long time, you know?
Yeah.
Okay,
the Darksaber.
Ooh. Okay. Yeah, thinking all of the above. Sound is one of the best for sure as well too. The blade is obviously like no other. The history of the saber too. But adding all of that though, I still think it's like not one of my favorites of all time. So like I think it deserves I think I would oh my god, this is tricky. Like I feel like it deserves to be an A, but I don't think I like love it as much as the other A sabers too. I'm okay with putting this at above Asajj, in between Ahsoka. I think this is an
Mm.
A tier saber. Sound, look, history, lore, all of the above. I think that gives it a deserving spot. But also in a very weird way, I think it's also very generic at the same time too. But it's also the most unique out of almost any of the sabers we see in Star Wars. So I'm okay with putting this in A tier in between Asajj and clones.
Grayson?
Yeah. I feel similarly. I think because of like lore and like uniqueness alone with like the blade and the sound, it has to be A. When I made my like top 10 of like ideally what I could put in S, I did put it at 10. I put it at the very bottom, like 10 being like the last one, because I was like, for the lore reasons alone, I feel like it should be. But since we have the limit, I'm like, A is completely fine with me. I think I'd put it, yeah, honestly, like right there with like Ahsoka's Clone Wars ones. I like honestly the way it looks more like animated wise than I do the physical prop. The physical prop goes a little bit more rounded. I like that in the animation it's like more square and blocky. It makes it feel more Mandalorian. Yes, and it's skinnier too. So yeah, I don't know, but again, it's got a real uniqueness to it. It feels like a warrior's saber. Of course, it literally is one of the only one of its kind. So I'm gonna say like somewhere in that bottom range of A2.
I am not the biggest fan of the Darksaber. I'm like, cool. I think this one holds a lot of weight in its blade for the uniqueness of it. Like, if this was just another character, like this could easily be a Sith's lightsaber and it just be a red blade, like a regular red blade.
Sure.
But knowing how square it is in animation, 100% prefer in animation. If that's what it looked like in live action, I think it would be a lot higher for me. But I would say either, honestly, I like Rey's double bladed more than this one. I mean, lore, I think lore and the blade give this so much of a push. And because we are ruling it on everything, maybe, I mean, I'm okay with it being above Asajj, but I like Asajj's more than this. I think, honestly, like, if you were to zoom out and put this one right next to Asajj's, like, if the Darksaber was curved, I think if you were squinting your eyes, you wouldn't be able to tell.
Yeah.
It does have this similar striped pattern, yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's so dark, like, truly, I've always thought that if this had a red blade, it would just be somebody else's. Like, if this could easily be a character in Visions, like red, like a bad Sith character's lightsaber.
Sure.
Which, like, so lore aside, blade aside, I do like in lore how heavy it is because of like how well the wielder, like whether or not they are worthy enough to wield it. I really like that. Where it's kind of like an Excalibur, but
yeah, that's a good
I would say I'm okay with it being above Asajj's, honestly, in A. I would never say this is S tier for me, though.
I like that.
Yeah.
Same thing with the animation too. I love the way the saber moves in animation. It's
yeah, dude.
It almost moves at like a half frame, where it's like it feels like the blade is like slower than the other. It's really cool,
and it just like it guides in the air. Super nice the way they animate it too. Like
it has that like whistle effect too, where it's like it's really cool.
Yeah,
I'm cool with that.
Eth Koth.
Oh,
this is a big deal. This is a big deal one.
Do you want to reset the timer? Is this even like worth our time?
Yeah, I assume this would be a pretty long one. I can put it at 10 minutes if you want.
Truly, I know, because I think this is also the same one as Kit Fisto's.
Yeah, I was about to say. Wait a minute.
I mean, I
show some love for Eth Koth, dude. Everybody loves Kit Fisto. I bet this guy looks just as good with his shirt off underwater. What are you saying?
Actually, is
hey, he got hitched, bro. He got married. He left the Jedi Order, got married, and then had a kid. Yeah, honestly, guys, just because I kind of want to fill it out a little bit more, I put an F.
I would too. I'm okay with that.
Like, this ain't got nothing, bro.
Would this move at all if it was a picture of Kit Fisto with it?
Yeah, honestly would. Totally would.
Now, underwater with Kit, yeah,
yeah, I honestly would. But
where would it move if it was Kit Fisto there?
I think it would just go up to C below Soul.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's the only thing that would make it that, though, is because it's our boy.
I really wish I had done the exact same saber, and the next slide was just the exact same setup, but it was Fisto and
Yeah.
Dang it! Oh, that would have been funny. Yeah, I would F.
All right.
I think also Sacy 10 uses this one. I can't be certain though.
There's a couple that I know Adi-Gallia has the same as somebody else, right?
So Luminara and Plo Koon have the same one. Adi-Gallia and I know Shakti and somebody else. They call them the clan hilts. There's 4 of them that they all use.
The Plo Koon one. That's the freaking Star Tours build your own saber one too.
It's where they take the top of malls and put it at the bottom.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Yep. Mm-hmm.
All right. F.
Yeah, I'm going F. I think it's
above
her.
Or below Verestra?
I'm putting above.
Really?
Oh, come on. The whip, dude.
Dude. Okay. It's fine. Bottom.
All right. That's all I need.
All right.
The Arena Hilt uses Sacy 10. You're right, Carter. I do like the Arena Hilt. We'll probably maybe get to that later.
Actually, I'm going to pause this. How many sabers have we done? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. We're down to our bottom 11.
Jeez.
So,
all right, only an hour and a half in. Goodness.
Yeah. So we got 11 left.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go.
What next?
Oh, we got the Skywalker saber. S tier. Put it in the S number 1. I think this is my personal favorite lightsaber of all time. Are we not doing? We're not doing graphics versus.
You count all the elements.
Yeah,
you count Revenge of the Sith.
I
You
had
count
to put all of the props in here. This would be a 45.
Yeah.
Long
Okay.
list.
Yeah. When I think lightsaber, I think this one. From graphics to Anakin. I've always wanted to own this saber. The Skinny Flex is my favorite lightsaber of all time. I think it screams Star Wars. It obviously screams Skywalker. We've seen it from beginning to end almost. Yeah. No notes. S tier for me.
Yep. I mean, it's literally it is the lightsaber, right? I think regardless of how you feel about the sequels, one of the best decisions they made was kind of bringing it back to kind of fill out that journey. In all facets, it is an iconic lightsaber. It is the one you see when the scene when Obi-Wan is giving it to Luke. It literally is proprietary S tier. Is it one of my favorites? Actually not, but it is the saber, Yeah, I mean, it has to go S.
The go.
Oh, you got the New Hope version.
I kind of figured it would go S, but I'm so neutral on this saber. I feel like, and
wow.
I think kind of like the Darksaber, the lore of this saber is so this carries, dude. Also, I just prefer Luke's V2 so much more over this that it's.
I don't disagree, but I mean,
it can go S, but I think we're gonna get down to a couple here where this might get pushed out. So.
Yep.
Whoa! All right.
So it can go S. It's fine. I don't hate it. I love it for the lore of it. Thanks, MacMan, for the 199 super chat. Elegant weapon for a more civilized age.
That line alone, bro.
Yeah, it's sick. I love that it's the first. I just, sometimes the sequel's better than the original. So
you must put aside your feelings.
Yeah, that's fine. Whatever. We'll put it in S. Where the heck is it? Where the
top
heck?
right.
Right. Okay, is it above Ahsoka's or Ezra's? Okay, now this is where I might sound off.
I don't really care. To me, S is S. If it's there, it's in there, bro. It's unanimous. They're all together as one humble family. But but Luke, if you want to say it's above the other ones, then that's all you, bro.
We could put it down there, but in my mind, I do definitely think it's above for sure.
Okay, I disagree. So if it does not matter, I'm going to put it right there. Thanks.
There we go.
Okie dokie.
It's also important to note that, like, out of the three of us, Luke is the biggest Anakin guy, and Will and I are not that. You know.
My
So.
goat.
Yeah.
They're not.
Anakin's.
They're not lying at all. I got the.
He is goated, but he is not the goat. You know.
I'm also. I also like.
Say it again.
What's up?
He's not the what?
The what? What's up? I will say, I think because as opposed to Obi-Wan's and Luke's, I think the amount of versions of lightsabers this has kind of hurts it in my mind. I know that might be hypocritical because of Luke's and Obi-Wan's. I like that there are so many versions, but for this one, like, I'm just like,
my favorite version of that saber is the ESB version. ESB Force Awakens, like, it's got the red button, but it's got the upgraded box. It's got the rivets in the grip.
Dog, do you like this lightsaber or what?
I think I might be a graphics fan.
Oh my!
Yeah,
goodness.
you gotta understand the man. Yeah, I mean, it's like, this is yeah,
it's fine. I like it. I like that this was the starting point. It was an incredible starting point. All right, it's an S.
Boy feet.
I like it.
Ooh.
Ooh. I absolutely adore the saber with all of my soul. From the ignition to the sound, the little red-blue glimpses, the way it ignites too is literally like no other. We've seen no other saber like that. Love the wrapping. Love that it screams her. It's a piece of junk, but it's beautiful. Yeah, I like this saber a lot. This is tricky. I don't think I like this saber. Ahsoka is like such a cutoff for me, like for the Ahsoka Clone Wars. So I think I would put this one A tier in between Ahsoka and Darksaber. I think I like this one more than the Darksaber. Yielding.
Grayson.
I say A. You literally said everything. It exudes her character. I wish we got more of it. We better see more of it in her movie. For me, I like it better than Shin's, but below Baylan's. But it is just firing on all cylinders. It is one of the most underrated lightsabers of all time.
I like this more than Ahsoka's, but not more than Shin's. I would say it's A in between Shin and Clone Wars Ahsoka. So it's I love this lightsaber. Truly, I love that it's yellow. Sorry, from our friend Connor at Beyond the MC. I love that it's yellow. I think that's sick. So you guys tell me if it needs to be above Shin, that's fine. If it needs to be closer to the Darksaber, that's fine. I think it's A though. I do.
So I went higher, Luke went lower, you went in the middle. So I mean, literally, I think that averages out to being like above Ahsoka, below Shin.
Okay. We can do that
for me. Works
that
out
is
for me.
Fine. Where did I put?
We have a lot less B's than I thought.
Yeah, I think we're putting a lot in A, which like isn't the worst, but
I mean that Ventress, if it was me, it'd be going down in B. Also,
did I not put this in the thing?
I
see it.
I do not see it in there actually.
Oh gosh. Flipping what?
Dank Ferric on Rank Ferric.
Dank, that's a whole Dank Ferric on Rank Ferric. All right, when we post it later, I'll put Ray's in between Shin and
I'll make a note that Ray in between Shin and Ahsoka.
Yeah. Dang it. I almost had a Hundo P. All right. Let's check in with chat while we wait for Mr. Luke to come back. A lot of people were saying A for Ray's, which is really cool because I feel like a lot of times people are just like, ew, Ray, it's F. But like,
no, like this is for me, this is one of those things where it's like it signifies like her journey hasn't ended. It's like only about to begin, sort of thing.
Yeah.
Like, which is I think is a really cool, unique trait of being like, hey, the Skywalker story is kind of over, but there's more adventures with her to come, sort of thing. And I mean, dude, like it just it's so freaking good.
No, it's sick. It is truly so good. We are officially down to the final 10 after this. Officially down to the final 10. I'm sure based on what we see, did Luke I hope not.
He became
Aren't you doing a live stream
I,
like right now? Didn't I see something that you're doing a live stream right now?
Can I use the restroom?
Sure.
Okay, be right back.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Determine Focus. This is the official bathroom break. I wish I had a bumper for bathroom breaks. Darn it. Darn it. I wish I had a bathroom break bumper. Would you guys ever rank Star Wars books? That would be a long one. I think we could absolutely do it. I just think that it would take forever because, like, I mean, like Legends alone, that's got to be over 100 books, right? That's like way over 100 books. So I don't know. That's a lot. Maybe. Yeah, the thing is we'd have to do it like lightsabers where we would where somebody would just have to pick a random 30 and we would go through it. I think it would be fun. Grayson and I would obviously love to do that. I mean, I'm sure Connor and Seth would for from Beyond the Dune Sea that we do Tales of the Archive with. I think they would be sick. Can we do our top 5 books? Sure. My thing is like I've read a lot of Star Wars books. I just have not read as much as Grayson. How about ranking Legends characters or even a top 10? A top 10 Legends characters would be sick. Especially because like people have different connotations with like what a Legends character is. Like, would like Luke Legends count? Or is it just like because he is also canon? It really sticks to like Mara Jade and those.
I'm back.
I don't know. So the question was, I don't know where Luke went. Luke just exploded. But the question is, would you guys rank books? And then Star Wars Insight said top 5 books. And my thought was, I don't think I've read enough Star Wars books to rank them truly, because I feel like I'd be leaving so many out that I haven't read yet.
I can give you the 5 that I've read, but
yeah,
you know,
that's really
I mean,
it would just be based on what I've read, which is like, I mean, even compared to you, I haven't read that many Star Wars books. So like,
I think you've read more than me, to be honest, because you listen to them.
Oh, maybe. I don't know. There are some that I forgot about, like that you'll bring up and be like, oh yeah, I did listen to that, because I listened to a lot of them in college, like just walking to class and stuff. Yeah. So there's that. Who also said ranking Legends characters?
That'd be cool.
10?
A top 10 for like, yeah. Oh, dude, we'll work on that. Yeah, that's something we need to talk about at some point.
My question for that though is there a caveat of like, does like Legends Luke count, or is it just strictly characters that only appear in Legends?
I would say like if there's a characterization, because Luke gets so much content throughout New Jedi Order and Legacy of the Force and things that like even the Bantam books that like I think you'd have to, because there is more Legends content telling his story than there is like canon content currently, you know? Yeah. So like I think you could put him as like a separate characterization, you know?
Yeah. And then Ashton says maybe do a Legends and a canon one just for books, which would be sick.
Oh, for books?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm bouncing back and forth right now. Yeah. My top 2 are Death Troopers and Plagueis. But what?
We're going solo for this final 2.
Luke, did he have to nip out?
Luke texted us and said that his mom's car battery died on the freeway.
Well, that's important.
Yeah,
so he gets no say.
We get to veto everything that he said.
That's true. Actually, so I lied. Get the Skywalker saber out of. I'm just kidding. We'll keep it there.
That would be so funny if we did that.
Guys, you like orange slices? I got these at Ollie's. They're pretty good. They're old people candy, but they're really good. Okay.
You got them at Oh, like the candy orange slices.
Mm-hmm. Like,
I was like,
not real
what?
orange slices, yeah. I'll check out my new stickers, too. I expanded universe. Hello?
Dude, I lost my water bottle with all my stickers on it.
I was wondering why you had a new one.
I'm so pissed. I lost it at the airport after Rebel Scum. I left it in the airport.
Dude, okay. Well, at least we both have a thing now because I lost my Kindle on my flight, so
Yeah.
we're just getting stripped of our power. Actually, I'm 89 and 3/4.
You're 900 years old. You wish you'd look that good, Hannah. So this is basically just a display for all of the Determined Focus stickers. There's the Focus Squadron sticker. There's a Determined Focus sticker right there. And then that's also the YFDR Arabesh sticker.
Oh, those are some big old stickers, bro.
Yeah, which Luke is not here for the... maybe we should just do this announcement now because Luke was supposed to be on it. That's the whole reason we had him on here for the announcement.
Yeah.
Grayson and I are going to be at LA Comic-Con next week with Saber Company. We'll be there at the booth. We'll be hanging out with Saber Company. So, if you'd like to listen to us talk about sabers and you happen to be in the LA area or you're going to the convention, hey, you can talk a whole lot more in person with us about lightsabers because we'll be there, be doing that for, it's a 3-day convention or is it 4 days?
3 days.
3 days.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
We'll be there talking about it for 3 days. So
yeah, we'll be out there slinging some sabers. You know, you need some insight from the pros. We got you.
Yeah. So if you'd like to come out, we'll see you there.
Yeah,
LA Comic-Con.
It's gonna be a big one. Yeah, that's the reason why we did this is because we were like, Luke will, of course, will also be there, and a couple of other creators and friends of the pod, and of course, we'll say benefactors of the Saber Company. So yeah, we'll be out there selling some sabers and just hanging out, having a good time. It should be a lot of fun. And so, yeah, we're pumped.
Yeah. And we'll have some stickers out there too, some Determined Focus stickers and some exclusive stickers if you are a member in the Instagram chat or you are an official member of Focus Squadron.
Yep.
We've got
sitting
stickers
over there,
for you.
Sitting over there in my bag that you cannot see, but they are off camera.
We got them. We got them. If you are there. All right. I'm just going to nullify the clock because now that really doesn't make any sense to do 6 minutes if there's just two of us. So
yeah, we'll probably fly through these. I could probably guess where Luke would will feel on some of them, but what's going on? Oh,
it's not working.
I see.
Okay, Kylo Ren's next.
Hey, what? Dang, you chose the not accurate prop version of this. They're doing dirty, bro.
Okay, so truthfully, all of the photos that I used, except for maybe like 6 of them, probably 5 of them, were all the photos that are on the Saber Company website. So, yeah, you'll be able to find all these sabers. Yeah. So, that the one on screen is the Galaxy's Edge version,
which is pretty not accurate.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Hey, shout out your girl. I know you hate the saber, but shout out your girl. Great fit, at least.
I was thinking it earlier. If Leia had either the one side of Rey's Darkseid saber or Mara Jade saber, I think it would fit so much more to her character.
If you sorry, say that one more time.
If you split Darkseid Rey's saber in half and took away the red, obviously ooh, it's a Darkseid saber elements, or gave her Mara Jade saber, I think it would fit so much more for her character. Truly.
I actually could see that. I could see that. I do think if you gave her the copperish accents on it, it would add a little bit, like not full rose gold, but a mixture of rose gold and copper, and instead of the red accents, and made it like that, and made it cleaner and shinier. Because you know Leia would take good care of her lightsaber.
Absolutely.
That's not a bad take.
I think my least favorite thing about Leia's saber is the rose gold, and it spoiler alert, it comes up here in a little bit, but I just cannot stand the color of that. I don't like the rose gold at all. It's ooh, it's let's talk about Kanan's.
Okay, so I got the drawing right here. See that beauty? It should be more tarnished, but there you go.
Yeah,
that's the pretty much accurate scaling. We got the hand guard. We got the little divot with the rings. The button that disconnects from the emitter. Of course, you got the Luke style Return of the Jedi blinkies. You got the Graflex pins here. You got a phenomenal grip, and of course, you get the pommel cubes and the D-ring, which is just perfection. I'm gonna. This is worthy of a presentation because now I have more time. Because the description in this book is phenomenal. I'm not gonna read the lore, but here I'm gonna read the behind the scenes.
I set the clock for an hour, so you can go ahead.
Okay. In Star Wars Rebels, Kanan Jarrus, described by co-creator Dave Filoni as a cowboy Jedi, one of my favorite things about him, wields his lightsaber in defense of his ghost comrades while struggling to instruct Ezra Bridger in the ways of the Force. Quote, he's been forced to shove a massive part of his life under the bed, so to speak, unquote, explained Freddie Prinze Jr., Kanan's voice actor. Quote, to suddenly be forced back into your Jedi ways is a bit of a challenge for him. It's pretty awesome, too, when you see what a Jedi can actually do, unquote. Kanan's lightsaber is unique. It can be broken down into two pieces and easily reassembled on the spot. This allows Kanan to maintain his cover by disguising his weapon as two unrelated tech gizmos. The weapon emits a blue energy blade that can be dialed back to a low-intensity setting during training sessions. This is the best part, though. According to Filoni, the team leaned heavily into conceptual designer Ralph McQuarrie's style while designing Star Wars Rebels, and that influence carried into the lightsaber designs. Kanan's saber was specifically based on McQuarrie's paintings and sketches of a lightsaber with a guard. You know how much I love Kanan. You know how much I love Ralph McQuarrie. You know how much I love Rebels. This is an S-tier saber. I am not, and I will use my veto on this if I have to. And because Luke's not here, we have one less veto. I don't care where it's at in S, but it is an S. It is just like Ezra's green. Everything that makes both the blending of a prequel and an original trilogy saber great, from the handguard to the disconnect to the box to the blinkies to the D-ring to the pommel cubes to the Graflex pins. It is perfection. And the story behind the character and behind this lightsaber is truly incredible. And it is tattooed on my body. So, yeah. That's all I got. That's my time. And if you disagree with me, I'm going to go into the world between worlds and never be seen again.
I don't disagree with you. I do think I really like it. The more that I see it, the more that I like it. I'll be honest, I was not a big fan of it initially. I like the utility of it being built. Dude, you talk about lightsaber reveals of like, oh, we're gonna let everybody in on the secret kid, like, and taking it away and like it being on his belt and having to build the saber. So cool. There is one on this list that I think is better than this. I think I like Ahsoka's better than, honestly, when we get down to it, I might veto out the Graflex for one of these.
To me, that is kind of crazy, but I can't stop you. For me, this saber and only one other saber make it into S tier. And we're already going to agree on what the other one is that makes it into S tier.
I have two that I think should be there over Anakin's.
Okay.
Over the Graflex.
Okay.
I have three that I think should be there. One of which being this one that should be over the Graflex. So
okay.
I mean, we can put it in S and get it over with. I also use the animated photo for the
perfect. That animated photo is actually very good and accurate to scale.
Yeah,
that's the rendering from Rebels, which is
yeah.
Sick. I love the weathered version specifically. So
yeah,
I am begging, I am praying, I am on my knees to the Mortis gods that I need this prop in live action, and I need Jason Syndulla to wield it.
I truly wish Ezra's V3 looked more like it than the glistening chromy version that Ezra has.
Ezra's V3 isn't shiny. It's still steel. It's just not weathered. It's not chrome, thankfully.
Yeah.
And to be honest, Ezra making his third one in Ahsoka, I think makes this lightsaber even better because of the story.
100%. 100%.
Yeah.
For me, like Sabine having Ezra's V2 and doing modifications to it, and it being like a 1-2 punch of like, obviously it's the same saber, but like I just wish Ezra's looked a little bit more like a a grouping between his V2 and Kanan's, immediate would be sick.
For me, the stories and my nitpick with Ahsoka and him building it in that show is I wish there was a little bit more of a chase of him either building it or going to get Kanan's, because what I originally was like, oh, he doesn't have a saber. Like I just didn't imagine them having like kyber crystals or power sources laying around. I mean, I guess you can because it is Huyang, but it feels, especially post Empire, a little more rare. So I would have loved if it's like, after episode 7. Which in a couple weeks we will be talking. We're going to continue our Ahsoka rewatch.
Yeah.
When he's like, okay, I do need a lightsaber, to be like, okay, we need to get you on the Chimera, and we need to get you like. He's like, I know, like, or at the very least, if it's like he had Kanan's and it was broken, and then he like fixed it, like all that time he's like, I've not had a way to fix it, and then Huyang is able to come in and like replace some of the parts, or even like repair the crystal, and like maybe the crystal's inside it, right? But it got damaged during the transit to Peridia, or maybe during that time period, and then, but either way.
Yeah, I like it. I think it. I mean, I'm not going to argue with you. There's literally 2 lightsabers we both have, and this is going to be one of them that's going to go in S tier. So this is the determined focus list. So it's an S.
Yeah.
I'm probably going to veto out Anakin's lightsaber here in a second.
Mm.
Okay. What's next? Oh, Kylo's.
Dang good lightsaber.
It's sick, dude.
It is one of my favorites. The sound effect is amazing. It's weird though, because sometimes I'm always like, I don't know if I love. I get it because it feels cobbled together. I don't know if I love the wire going like alongside it, but it does suit his character. What do you mean?
I like the wiring, especially because he ends up having to do the kintsugi to his helmet, and it matches the helmet, dude.
I never thought about that. That's cool. Would be cool if it actually glowed.
Yeah.
I mean, to me, I think this is still an A tier saber, especially because it's the crossguard, but it's not like the long one like Cal has. Like, it's still like he's able to use it one-handed. It suits Kylo's unstable nature. That's like where you're talking about it exuding a character. It's I think it's A. I mean, I'd put it. I don't know where I'd put it in A. What are your thoughts?
I put it above Shin's, honestly.
I'm cool with that.
I really like this saber. I don't like it more than Baylan's. Obviously, I don't like it more than the top 6 right now. But I love this saber. I think when you talk about like the story a lightsaber tells about the character, 100% Kylo Ren.
Yeah.
It is absolutely Kylo Ren. The rage shows in the building of this saber. He cut corners. He put it together. I also like really love, this is one of the only sabers that's like strictly black.
Yeah.
Like there's others that have like accents, but this being like pretty primarily strictly black, like it is so sick. Also, I love that it's got the red accent of the wiring, but also the red on the bottom. I love, dude.
I do love it's interesting because it's supposed to be his Jedi one, but he like almost like he cut it open, put the vents on, put the wire, and then like almost like painted it black, or like covered it in some sort of like alloy. I think it's really sick. It's one of my favorites. One that I wish I had.
Yeah, I love this saber, dude. MacMan, I disagree that it's overrated, dude. I love this thing. I do think people glaze it because of it being a crossguard, but even if this thing wasn't a crossguard, I think it would be just as sick.
Also, like, dude, that first reveal in The Force Awakens, dude, when it first happened,
the step and the ignite,
dude, it is iconic, bro.
Bro, your boy Blue Mamba says.
I know, but this dude would put Kit Fistos over Kylo Ren. Crazy.
Ooh! So above Shin.
Correct.
Cool.
By the way, Kylo Ren washes Kit Fisto.
Yeah, 100%. I also, one thing that I don't like about specifically replica sabers is that they make the blades look like I just think that's kind of cheesy.
What are you talking about?
Like when you get a replica saber, like from the Saber Company, which you can get right now.
Hmm.
I'm not the biggest fan of like how the blade and especially like the side blades, they like look like they're cracked.
Oh,
You
really?
know what I mean? I'm like, I just think it makes it look more like a toy than like a saber. You know what I mean?
Sure, sure. Yeah.
I mean,
I
like
would
even
get
the toys aren't like that.
Yeah, because I had the GE version for a while, which actually that prop was pretty faithful, although it's thick. It was pretty faithful.
Yeah.
Yeah, the side blades were just kind of standard, but I do want it to have that like crackling effect, you know. So I don't know, maybe not as intense, but I get it. I get it.
Yeah. All right. A tier. What's next?
A tier. You do the honors.
Dude, this Dookie Mother Griffin lightsaber. I cannot stand this hilt, bro.
There is a few things that I like about it, but generally it is one of my like, and I say that I tolerate. Like I like the like little holes in the emitter.
Yes.
And I like the color. I like the black in the like. I like the color palette, but everything else is just like, bleh, you know, like it's I don't know.
This hilt is cheeks, bro. It also like talking about like a hilt describing a character. When I see this, if this did not have a purple blade and I didn't know it was Mace Windu's, I would never say it was Mace Windu's.
Yeah.
Like purple blade aside, this does not say purple lightsaber to me. Honestly,
I almost feel like
I feel like that's more like a Verestra to me.
I agree. That's almost like what Vernestra's is kind of trying to be. I think Mace Windu, like, because of how much of like a warrior and like a knight he is of the Republic. I was talking to Matthew Stover this weekend, and honestly, I'm like, because the way his perspective is on Mace, I really like is almost the inverse of Luke, where Luke cares about the individual people, and Mace cares about the grander Republic. Is like he is that Republic fearing knight and peacekeeper, right? Like that's what he cares about is maintaining that. But I wish his saber was almost not like Qui-Gon's where it was simplistic, but more warrior-like, if that makes sense. Like you've seen that art of that cover of the Glass Abyss, the alternate cover, where he's like in the black and the white. And considering like Samuel Jackson was the voice of Afro Samurai, I would love if it was something a little bit like this, but like combined with the Ronins.
The one thing that I've always thought since seeing it for the first time in the Clone Wars, the hilt for the Darksaber, if the black was chrome and it still had the exact same designs on it, I think would be perfect for Mace Windu.
That's like
not the blade, but the hilt with a purple blade, because obviously purple is Mace Windu. I would never say anything other than purple is Mace Windu.
I also do think the gold accents are kind of a must. Like if you took the Darksaber, put some of those little gold accents in there, and like broke up like it just being straight black.
I would say less than this though. Like accents.
Yeah.
This is too much. Honestly, I put this one. I think this and Emperor Palpatine's are my two least favorite sabers of all time. Like legacy character sabers.
I see what they're trying to do. Yeah, I like the. I
would not disagree more, MacMan.
Embodiment of Jedi Order on Coruscant.
I could not disagree more.
That's one we haven't gotten to, and I know what that one is. Okay. I don't know. Okay, this is a hot. Okay, this is a weird order because we have C kind of all over the place, and this makes me rethink things. I like it better than I like the Cal crossguard more than this one,
100%.
but I like the Mace one above everything else other than C. At least, I don't know.
I like Yoda's way more than I like this.
I mean, do you want to put it like above Palp, below Yoda?
I'm fine with that.
Okay.
This and Palps in my mind could be the exact same saber.
This is always one. I also just like not that big. I mean, we are like, I don't know. It's just.
Yeah.
This one just has
the character also kind of brings it down.
Yeah. That being said, I do want to read some more Mace stuff because like I want to read Shatterpoint after talking to Stover about like And even after reading the Revenge of the Sith novelization, like Mace is actually pretty good character, like has a really good characterization in that book.
Dude, did I show you the card art for Unlimited of the new Mace card art where it's him outside of a ship and he's shattering a window with the Force so it looks like Shatterpoint? Like, it is literally
no way.
It's badass, dude.
Hold on, I'm looking it up right now. Mace Windu.
It's sick. I saw it on Twitter, but I don't know if I saved it.
Dude, they're cooking. There's some of those Unlimited artists. I don't know what they're feeding them, man. They're going crazy.
So good.
Mace Windu Lightsaber is a card. Where is it at?
Let me see if I can find it on Twitter. This is what we're using for Luke's time when he would be in this conversation saying that it's goated or some nonsense.
So I have not read Shatterpoint. My only hesitation, guys, is that I don't love the idea of Depa falling to the dark side. Like, apparently she unalives a lot of people. Is it this one?
Yes, dude. That's sick.
See if I can...
And, like, the shattering of the window also kind of looks like Force lightning.
Wait, he does that in Clone Wars.
Yep.
Yeah, because he breaks out, the clones are stuck in the ATTE, and he puts his hand and just like...
I'm pretty sure it's that scene.
It is. I never even thought about that until now, yeah.
Dude, so sick.
That's sick. Mace has his moments. Mace has his moments, for
Honestly,
sure.
the art alone makes me really want to get into Star Wars Unlimited.
Yeah, dude. What? Okay. Shall I start?
Go ahead.
Can I just ask what we have in B currently?
What we have in B is Mara Jade's and Rey's Darkside lightsaber.
Okay, I like this more than both of those. Okay, so here's the thing. This is they got on me earlier, guys. My bad. This is my favorite in the Acolyte because it is one of the most unique. It is... The only thing is, again, because Acolyte props are a little chunky. Again, I think Manny, a.k.a. the Stranger, uses this very well in combat, so it doesn't really... Like, it's not like it's... Like, he can't wrap his hands around it. Like, Manny Jacinto is a tall, muscular man, all right?
Yeah.
We've met him. And so, the only thing is I wish this saber, like, the colors were a little bit more broken up. Like, specifically in those, like, little ring areas. Wow, we're getting some crazy division here.
These takes are insane, dude. It's literally all over the map for this one.
All over the place. The utility and the character makes it so much cooler for me. And I do love the actual design of it. I just wish there's like those kind of rings in the middle had a little bit different color. Just to kind of give something, not to make it look striped, but to kind of break it up a little bit. That's really my only critique with it. I'm struggling to put it either atop of B because how thick it is and the monotone color, or if I should go more middle of A, like below Shin.
That's where I would put it. I like this more than Ahsoka's Clone Wars.
Yeah, I mean, Luke was the one that was
the work of the lightsaber. Also, I know it has not been confirmed, and I'm sure it might not even be this, but I would love for that saber to be the exact same build. Knowing that he worked on his helmet and his gauntlet the same way, him working on his saber makes it so sick to me.
Yeah. It also, this kind of feels like not the continuation, but like kind of a sister thing with like Kanan's, where Kanan's is to do it to like hide in the crowd of the people, but this is to hide, like, because Kanan's it's just to take it apart and he can't use it.
Yep.
Whereas this is take it apart so you can use it more. You know, it's the complete inversion of that. Do I have a type for like sabers that? Anyway, so yeah, I think we should put it. Did we say above Shin or below Shin?
I think below Shin.
I would agree with that because I think Shin's prop design is so good. I'm cool with that.
Yeah, I love that saber. I love it. I also like, as much as I don't like the monotone, like all black, I do think it makes sense because it has to be a secret that like in the dark it is used, and not seeing it is like, it makes sense why it's literally camouflaged.
Yeah, and also like you could see him like much like Kanan, if he wasn't wearing that, to hide it someplace and it just kind of looked like some generic parts, you know? I do like the button on it. I like that it's not like an absurd button, and there's kind of a way to, like, if you put your hand over it, you're not going to accidentally press the button. That's kind of a thing for me. And it kind of has that little, like, kind of worn, aged weather look to. Plus, also the weathering on it does look pretty cool. Like, it adds a little, like, some character to it. So, and I like that emitter too. That, like, kind of,
it's sick.
It's cool.
It's kind of Sabine-esque.
Yeah, I like a good split emitter.
All Acolyte sabers look like industrial grade flashlights. I mean, look,
most of them do.
Is the Acolyte my favorite for a lightsaber lineup? No, but there are some really great standouts. Like it's not on this list. Spoiler alert. I love Kelnaka's saber. I think Kelnaka's saber is cool.
I don't know.
For a Wookiee, it's really cool. Like, I would never use it because I'm not 9 feet tall, but
yeah,
I think it's sick. I mean, it's one of the only sabers that fits the size of the sabers.
Kelnaka just reminds me of, like, if you just made Yoda's, like, huge and made it different colors. Because it is the emitter, and, like, the way there's, like, those random squares on it is much like.
Does Kelnaka's have that, like, plate on it though by the emitter like Yoda's?
A little bit, yeah.
Really?
Like, the emitter is almost like a square kind of guard thing.
Yeah,
I
agree.
agree
That Gunji's is better.
Yeah, I know people are like, oh, some people like Connor out there would be like, oh, just because it's Wookiee, it needs to be wood. No. That being said, it looks sick.
It is cool that they did that.
Yeah. I kind of wish that was maybe a running theme for a lot of the Wookiees, but yeah, I mean, I don't dislike Kelnaka's, but I like. Yeah, I don't know. Hey, we're getting off topic.
Yeah,
this one isn't B or A. I mean,
A tier. Let's save
Will, go ahead.
Let's save us some time.
Yep.
Let's save us some time.
Yes, sir.
Move over.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
That's all we need to say. It's the GOAT.
It's the greatest lightsaber of all time.
So I always say that, like, even though the Obi-Wan Phantom Menace telescopic was my first, I grew up a Luke kid. I am still such a big Luke fan. That saber, the telescopic Phantom Menace one, as a kid, even though it was that one, I envisioned it in my head that it was Luke's green. And that's where the connection is that I have this saber. It is peak. You take the rest of the floor.
No, that's exactly what I did with the TPM Obi-Wan as well. Is I had the green TPM. I had Qui-Gon's green, and I also had Obi-Wan's green.
Yep.
And those two, because they were both green, I used one as Qui-Gon's, and I used Obi-Wan's TPM as Luke's. It's immediate. Like I don't know what do you want me to say, guys?
If I got another saber tattooed to my body, honestly, I do think I'd get that one.
It's the best. It is truly the best. This is one of the greatest designed weapons in any media. Truly. It is so sick. Like, and
the colors, the parts, the box, the way it's broken up, like the hand placement, the thin neck, the vibrant green color. I mean, it was the first green lightsaber we ever saw. I mean, come on, dude.
It is truly every time I see this lightsaber, I think of how it sounds in the deleted scene of, like, the of him building it, and, like, the blinking of the lightsaber. It is so good. Also, I'm not going to say much about this, but Grayson and I have something planned in regards to this lightsaber to the 25 people here in this chat, and that is all I will say about that. So stay tuned, because there's something coming that happens to pertain to the best lightsaber in Star Wars. So yeah, easy S tier. And to anybody who says it's not, like, I know people will say the Graflex is over it. That's more of a who's on first for me, of like, oh, the Graflex came first, so obviously it's the best. I disagree. This saber does everything better than the Graflex, in my opinion.
I mean, it's also like, we are both kids who grew up on the OT, and as much as I loved like Empire Strikes Back is my favorite, like I love the comeback story of, like, Luke literally returning with that lightsaber. It's just, I mean, I look at the art right there, bro. Look at that art.
It's literally it is literally the essence of Star Wars. This lightsaber.
Mm-hmm.
Truly, it is what guilt and what loss is held in the Graflex, in the Anakin saber, in Luke's first saber, in the Skywalker saber, is redeemed in the build of this saber, and it just one-ups the. How much can I say about it? I literally talk about it all the time. It's tattooed on my body. It is the coolest lightsaber in Star Wars. One of the coolest weapons out of, like, I know a lot of people will be like, oh, when I think of a lightsaber, I think of a Graflex. This is what I think of immediately.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. So, all right.
And this is why I have the Lego version, bro. Like,
that's literally it right there. Okay.
Kenobi classic.
Here is where if this does not end up in S tier, it probably is going to end up using a veto and taking out the Graflex. Because remember, this is all versions of it.
Yeah. Yep. Mm-hmm. I listen.
Where would you put it without knowing that I'm probably going to veto this?
Like, well, can I even physically, if saying that I could put it in S?
Oh, if you want to put it in S, we can put it in S. We would just have to take out one.
I mean, if we didn't have a limit to it, I'd put this one in S.
Yep.
I think, I mean, the same reason, like, this is just, it's also because lately, like, in the past year, especially after reading the Revenge of the Sith novelization, I've become such a big Obi-Wan fan, and just how much I love that character. And again, that's literally one of the only 4 lightsabers in the original trilogy. Yep. Like, it's incredible. The way that, like, and again, the parts that it's made up of, with like the rifle grenade to the sync parts to the box, like everything. I love a good thin neck. I think, yeah, for story reason and for the character and for the aesthetic of it, it is quintessential lightsaber. I mean, I'd put it in this.
My headcanon is that Obi-Wan gave Luke the Graflex because he didn't want to give him his own saber because he thought it was way cooler.
Yeah. You know what? I don't know if you do this at all. This is just because I'm always like, oh, where did their lightsabers end up? I love tracking, like, it's like if I'm a living air tag for lightsabers where I'm like, oh, where did that lightsaber? And I'm like, okay, so it's on the Death Star and like Vader got it. So he probably took it with him. So like, it's got to be out there somewhere. So it's probably in Vader's castle and nobody has Obi-Wan's lightsaber. So like, I wonder if someone would go like, went out and found Obi-Wan's lightsaber. Like, that could be a cool story, Like, I don't know.
God, imagine if when Kylo Ren goes to Mustafar, he got Obi-Wan's lightsaber, and that's the lightsaber he used as Ben Solo.
Wait, how would that work?
So before, when he's on Mustafar in Rise of Skywalker, if that was like, he held on to it, he found it on Mustafar, and that was the saber he used instead of the one that he does in Rise of Skywalker.
Oh, you're saying like a what if?
Yes, what if? I'm saying like Ben Solo using Ben Kenobi's lightsaber. Oh, dude! Those two lightsabers, that and the Graflex, being the two sabers that Rey holds to defeat Palpatine. It's Obi-Wan and Anakin coming back together to defeat Palpatine.
That would have been sick. That would have been really cool, dude. I'm also like, my Indiana Jones brain, I'm like, it would have been so sick of like a treasure hunt. Like, even for Luke's green one of like, the search for Luke Skywalker's saber, or the quest for Obi-Wan Kenobi's blade, something like that would be. I'm gonna actually look up and see where.
I mean, obviously, I would love if while Luke is looking for artifacts, if he goes to Mustafar to like search through Vader's castle and he finds it.
I was about to say, surely, like, well, because Kylo. Does Luke ever go to Vader's castle? Because Kylo goes in Rise of Kylo Ren, or not Rise of Kylo Ren, in Legacy of Vader, and it's like he's never been there before, but
right.
And like Vinny is there. I don't know.
Right.
Let's
That's
see
what
what
I
it's
mean, of like while he's there is like finding it and being like, oh, I might need this. of like, or I'll crack this one too. I'll bleed this one too.
Yeah.
But then
the only thing that it says
that with his grandfather's lightsaber.
See,
Come on!
As cool as that idea is, I like the Leia Skywalker one more, but especially because Leia taught so much of Rey.
It is cool that it's Leia's. I mean, I will say that Obi-Wan's is better. And
Obi-Wan's looks better.
This is a better lightsaber than Leia's.
Yeah, 100%.
Thank you. But like, yeah, it makes sense because of Leia, and like obviously because of the ties to the OT, and Rey using both of her master's lightsabers to do it totally makes sense. But like, Ben using Ben's lightsaber would have been, man, that would have been a cool callback.
That would have been really sick. Like, especially if during a time when, like, see, my thought process is, I'm like, if young Ben, like, because I'm such a like sentimental person that I love the idea of like someone being gifted a saber, you know, 100%. And being like, and so like, you know, for it to be a thing of like, it, you know, it would have been really sick if Luke had gotten Obi-Wan and gave it to Leia. If Leia never got to make one, and he was just like, and he's just like, whoa, this, because especially because of
Kenobi.
Because Kenobi, yeah, and especially because she names her son freaking Ben, dude. That would have been sick.
Oh, and the reason why she stopped training is because she's pregnant with Ben, and that's why she stopped using Ben's saber.
So then it wouldn't have been, so like the Leia saber would not that I like it more than you do. I'd still put Leia saber in like C or B. But that being said, the fact that like Leia, like that training scene in Rise of Skywalker, and she's using Obi-Wan Kenobi's lightsaber would have been sick.
I truly think if they ended up going the route that everybody thought was going to happen of Rey being a Kenobi, if they ended up doing that, it would have been a shoo-in. But I mean, it does make sense because she did not have the connection to Kenobi of like Leia and Luke being her found family, that she ends up using those. It makes sense. Man, dude,
especially because like having Luke's green and then Ben's blue, like Ben Kenobi's blue together, the fact that they look so similar to me, because to be honest, I'm looking at that saber and how clean and polished it is, and like imagine if Leia polished it up, it like honestly look like would suit Leia.
And because it looks so much like Luke's V2 that like she wouldn't have to build it, she would just use that one.
That's what,
Luke has the one that it's oh my gosh.
Because like maybe it's a thing of Leia's hesitant to train as a Jedi, so he goes and gets Ben or Obi-Wan's and is like, I just want you.
Like his master's saber is the literal training saber that she uses to train with.
Would have been like a leapfrog thing, you know? Like, well, I can't give you the Skywalker saber, but I can give you, you know, Ben. And I was like, I know. And maybe there's a conversation that Leia and him have at some point where she's like, you know, actually like Ben's like took care of me when I was a kid. Like we went through this whole thing. And then he goes to get it and he was just like, I just want you to at least attempt it, you know, to like, just give it a chance.
Like that, like giving Leia the saber, and that's when she tells him about the mission that they went on in Kenobi. Mm-hmm. Of like that being the first time of like, I know Ben, my master, fought with your father in the Clone
and then a
Wars.
Parallel of Leia giving like Ahsoka giving her saber, or like to giving her beads to Anakin. She gives the saber back to Luke and she kind of walks away, and then Luke later on gives that lightsaber to Ben. So that would have been Leia and her son's lightsaber. Would have been sick. I don't know. I kind of wish they did that, but
dude, I'm taking out the Graflex. This is S.
Yeah, S tier. For reasons for just entirely headcanon things that like, and don't get it twisted.
I'm crazy now. This is not part of my veto.
Okay,
I would put this below Obi-Wan Phantom Menace if it's going in A. Or are you saying it's at the top?
No, I want it in S. I like this better than the Graflex.
No. I'm saying the Graflex. I would put it below Obi-Wan Phantom Menace.
I'd put it below Qui-Gon, but above Obi-Wan Phantom Menace.
That's fine. I'm not going to get greedy. I'll put it there.
Yeah.
That's fine. I'm not going to get greedy.
But you don't have to use that as your veto. I mean, I guess you have to because we're technically taking something out of us. So
I mean, we would have to take it out anyway, but
yeah. Okay.
Honestly, if it was my veto, I would put this below. I'd probably put Reflex below Baylan, but it's fine.
Yeah,
where
I
is
don't
it?
know
Right
about
here.
that. Okay, literally, we don't know where Obi-Wan's lightsaber goes. Like, literally, the last thing on Wikipedia that it says is that it was dropped. That Vader picks up the blade, and that's it.
Bring
that is
Ben
all.
Solo back and give him that lightsaber, dude.
That's what I want. Because the thing is, we can be like, oh, what if they bring Ben back and he has a lightsaber and it is literally Ben Kenobi's lightsaber that he uses. Oh my god! You know,
his birthright.
Okay,
Dude.
you
It's
know what would
literally
be
his name.
I'm gonna.
And the parallel between the birthright of that's my mask of wanting Vader's helmet and the saber, but then his birthright literally being Kenobi's saber because he's named Ben after Ben Kenobi, and that's realizing what his true birthright is to be a Jedi. Come on, dude.
Guys, please bring him back to the War Between Worlds, dude. Please bring him back to the War Between Worlds.
Bro, what
Make
if
him
we see Ben Solo as a character in Ahsoka? That would be crazy. As a
kid?
In the world. No. He's in the World Between Worlds, and you're like, who are you? And you're like, you don't know me. But because he has died and there's World Between Worlds is out of time.
It's him like where
it's
am
him.
I? Like, yeah. Him not knowing where it's at, dude.
Like him interacting with characters of like them not knowing each other, but us on like as the audience, like, oh my god, that would be kind of sick. They're not.
He's almost like
Ahsoka jingling, but it would be cool.
I will take some key jingling.
I don't. Hey, I'm a baby. I like when keys jingle. Yeah. What were you gonna say?
Dude,
before I rudely cut you off?
I don't remember. I never thought we would talk about this saber for the longest that we did, just for hypotheticals. But I'm glad we did.
Yeah.
Man, do I want this saber? Yeah, I kind of want this saber now.
Dude, that's sick.
It's definitely got to be in his fortress. There's no way it's not in the fortress.
Like
that's where I think that's where Ben would know where it's at. Like maybe he sees it when he's Kylo and kind of ignores it, but then if he comes back to the War Between Worlds, he's like, I know what I have to do, and he goes back to Fortress Vader with Rey, and he gets that saber, and he's like, my mom named me after, named me Ben for a reason. She's like,
I also can't imagine, like, at least for me, it would make so much sense to Luke's character if Luke went back to Mustafar and explored around Vader's castle.
That's what I want to know if he ever did, because like I just don't know if he did or not. You think he would though, right? Like I'm gonna have to ask Retney that. I'm gonna DM Retney.
What?
During the trench run, Vader had it. Yeah, no, he takes it with him. Like Vader takes it with him.
I didn't know that.
Like he just has it on him.
DM Retney and be like, "Hey, you want to hop on here real quick? We have a question for you." I honestly don't mind if he wants to do the end of this with us. I'm
putting us in a group chat real quick.
Whoa. Why am I kind of remembering a deleted something with Luke on Mustafar?
Are you talking about that Battlefront 3 cutscene?
Is that what I'm thinking of?
Where he's with Wedge and he's hearing the Battle of the Heroes.
But they're on Mustafar.
They are on Mustafar, yeah. He's with Wedge and he's hearing that because that was in that.
Dude,
that,
so it already almost happened.
It almost did happen, yeah.
Dang.
Let's see.
Oh, Macman says that he said that as his headcanon, but I guess you know that that's confirmed?
I mean, I think that's the implication is that he took it with him sort of thing. It's kind of the same thing of like, we don't really know what happens to Qui-Gon's lightsaber, but we can assume that Obi-Wan took it with him, which I hope he did, which also means that...
At Jedi Lex, she's in the chat, that's cool.
Dude, also, I think Qui-Gon's lightsaber is sitting out around there. Okay. Coruscant Fortress Retreat. No, not that. Okay. Because Luke goes to Vader's castle in Legends. dude, did he never ever find out about Fortress Vader? That's gotta be a story that they tell at some point.
What?
Like maybe he finds it when Ben is a kid and never tells him about it.
Why is Ashton saying Rogue Planet book?
Rogue Planet is by Greg Bear. I don't know why. That's from Legends, and that's like with Xenoma Sakat and everything, right? Is that the thing? It's like a living planet. I don't think it has anything to do with what we're talking about right now, as far as I know.
Unless he's like that has something to do with Luke on Mustafar or like getting
Dude,
Obi-Wan's.
Star Wars Insight, we talk about this. Unfortunately, this is not the case. Oh, Obi-Wan uses Qui-Gon's hilt in Rogue Planet?
What?
That's so cool, dude. I didn't know that.
Dang, dude, we're gonna have to put that on the list.
That's sick. Yeah, because it also ties into New Jedi Order stuff.
That's really
That's cool. Ashton knows ball. I'm
really
not
cool.
getting anything from Retney, unfortunately.
That's
So,
fine. We can go on to the next one. I mean, we talked about that for literally. That's kind of why we had the time limit.
Yeah,
I guess
we
the time limit was
we
just
were
needed for the two of us, not for
yeah.
you, me, and Luke.
Yeah.
Okay,
Why don't you go first?
I think this is A, but I do not think it is. I think this is above the Graflex, but I do not think it is below the Obi-Wan Phantom Menace. So currently the Graflex is blowing my mind at where it is right now. But I would say probably right behind Obi-Wan's Phantom Menace.
I'd put it behind Baylan's.
Really? You like Baylan's more?
Mm-hmm. Just the main thing with Mauls is why I do like this one, and I actually do like the red buttons. I wish there was a little bit less. Like you know how you see how there's four
less.
There's 4 red buttons, right?
Yeah.
You see that? The ones at the bottom of each hilt, they don't need to be there. Like the silver and the red. If there was the silver and the red at the top on one and the silver and the red on the top of the other, and then it just was more clean in the middle so he could have a better grip on it, that would shoot it up way more for me. But there's just like way too many little studs happening. Literally, other than that, this was my first FX lightsaber that I ever owned, so I love Mauls. So, but I do like Baylan as I don't know if I like Baylan more as a character, but I do like his lightsaber as a character more, if that makes sense.
I 100% agree.
So, I also really like Maul's saber when it gets cut in half and then it's just one. I really like it. And then when he does the Siege of Mandalore, repairing it with the other ends, which is better in my opinion.
I will say the repairs that he ends up doing to it, and then the one with like the crazy hook. Like I will always say those are better versions of Maul's lightsaber than this.
Also, Carter completely corrected the sound font for this one. It's got the no. It's got the growl to it, which actually Maul's and Baylan sound very similar.
Yeah,
Baylan's is a little bit more aggressive, but Maul's is like almost like a rumbling synergy. But yeah, I'd put it right below Baylan.
I am okay with that. Where did I?
Great for his character.
Where did I put this? Oh, it's right here. Cool.
No.
Cool. All right, what's next? I think we're almost this.
We gotta be like 5.
The last one. Oh god.
Oh, we already. Just
Can I put it in B or C?
I was gonna put it at the bottom of B.
I like Yoda so much more than I like this one.
Oh really?
Yeah.
See, I like this cover. Like on the cover here, I like this version. Like, because then you got like this. Like honestly, like Luke and Leia's go pretty well together. I'm just saying. Also, the hand grips aren't as like outrageous, and I wish the rose gold was like not as prevalent throughout the whole thing.
This saber is doing way too much, dude.
I also wish this saber had a box. Dude, if there was a little less rose gold and there was a box right here, dude, it'd be sick.
This is truly all of my least favorite parts of like sabers I don't like.
Also, the button, why is it also rose gold? Make it a red button, dude.
And I can't. Saber Company.
That's why I'm here.
Yeah. If you want to get one,
I think we just restocked.
one.
I think we just restocked the Nova. So that is a really affordable saber if you want something simplistic but with all of the good effects. I think it'll be like 130 roughly. So go check out Saber Company. They've restocked the Nova. Give you a little taste about your appetite. I'd put it very bottom of B if you wanted. I don't. That's just where I'm putting it at. I do think it is B tier. I think it is a decent saber. It is not my favorite. It is not great.
Can I put it in top of C?
As long as it's over Anakin's Attack of the Clones, yes.
Yeah, I cannot believe Anakin's Attack of the Clones is above Yoda's right now. That is one that I was like, what are we doing?
Yeah,
but whatever. I can put it at C. If I don't, well, I already used my veto, so.
Did you?
Isn't
Did that count?
Isn't that what I did for the Graflex, moving the Graflex? Or well, I guess
yeah,
we both
said
S.
Yeah, we both said S, but we had to move something out, so I guess one of us had to use our veto to get it out, sort of thing. It's up to you. I can get you the link real quick, DJ.
Oh yeah, sick. Yeah, we'll put it in chat, and then I'll add it to the description after this video is posted. After we finish the live. All right. Is this the last one? This might be the last one. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Count Dookie.
12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 28.
Do we not have Vaders on here?
No.
That's crazy.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I thought that would have been like one of the last
12,
ones.
13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28? Is there one after this?
I don't know, bro. You made the list.
Is there one after this? No, that's it. Why do I feel like that's not 30? Oh, because Ray's isn't on there.
Ray's what?
Yellow. There's no picture on it. I was counting the blocks.
Wait, so do we have 28 or 29?
We have 30. This is 29.
Oh, so there's one more after this?
Well, okay. When this goes on, there will be 29 squares in the tier list because we do not have a square for Ray's. If we had a square for Ray's yellow, there would be 30, and that would be all 30.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So this is in the slideshow. This is 30.
Okay. This one is, you're gonna hate me, dude. You're gonna hate me. Bottom of B.
What the actual no.
Mara's and Darkseid Ray is so much better.
Crazy.
It's so much better, dude. It's too shiny. I don't like how shiny it is.
Bro, he's a literal count. Like, of course it's shiny.
Yeah, but I like his Jedi one better.
No, for the same reason Leia would take care of hers, Count Dooku would do the exact same thing and take care of his. Because he's a stuck up dongus, dude.
I agree. I just don't like it that much.
That's okay. Thank you, chat, for coming. Okay. Thank you, chat. Because this is crazy, dude.
It's not that crazy. Like, B is good.
Bro, this is better than Maul's.
I like Maul's better.
That's crazy. This is better than Souls. This is better than Ahsoka Clone Wars. This is better than
Souls. I didn't put it in F. What are you talking in C?
I meant the Strangers. This is better than Asajj's, dude.
Yeah, Asajj is way too high right now, but that's
really.
I don't like. I like Dooku's way better than Asajj's.
Bro, I will put Asajj's below if we can put Dooku's in A.
I'll make that deal. You make that deal?
Like, okay, so where is Asajj going? Below Mara Jade?
I'd put Asajj below Mara Jade, and then I'd put Dooku in A.
Okay.
I'll use that as my veto, bro. I don't care. That works with me. Hey.
Baylan, we're sick. We're cool.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, dude.
I'm fine with that.
Truly,
I like this saber a lot, guys. You guys are coming at me.
Okay. So my top 5 list is literally everything that's in S tier except for Kanan's. So with this being,
what was your other what was going to be in your top was it going to be
Dooku's?
What was going to be you're going to put Dooku in S?
Bro, yes.
That's crazy. That's too much.
What? Dude, it is 100% his character. It is so standoffish. It's also so sick. Also, just because of him as an actor having this saber, like the ratio of it being curved, it is one of the big red button. I just turned into Trump. Big red button. But like,
I do like the trigger
so
being
good.
the button. Like, I like that it's like the trigger at the bottom. I just like other sabers better. Okay.
This is one of my top 3 sabers of all time.
I didn't know how much you loved this saber, man.
Bro, Dooku's saber is sick. This was the one I always wanted as a toy.
Yeah. It is. The more. Okay, I'm looking at it. Hold on.
Bro, this saber is gas.
Let me look at my book real quick. Bro, there's some crazy cool concept sabers in this opening page. Look at this. Look at this one, or this one right. No. Sorry.
Hold on.
This one right here. This one right here. Look at that one. That one's sick. This one's too much. This one's kind of cool.
All sabers that would have been better is Leia's saber.
Dude. Yo, this one is Leia's, though, actually would have been sick.
That's what I'm saying, dude.
That one.
Because it kind of looks like Qui-Gon's, but it's got a curved bottom.
Yeah, I like that. Okay, let me pull up.
Shout out to the suitcase in the back there making a cameo.
Yeah, dude. Shout out heroes and villains. At this point, I need to just start repping their stuff because I be getting all their stuff.
I truly Malgus kind of looks like Baylan's, right?
Malgus has the 2 like spikes. It looks like you could stab someone with it. I love Malgus's.
Oh yeah.
Stars Insight. I love Malgus's. All right, talk about sabers that are doing way too much, bro. What is this? What is this? This one is fine.
Ew.
That top one is. What even is that ring, bro? What is that ring? What is this?
Looks like a chain link fence, dude.
Yeah, too much. Too much. Asajj Ventress Padawan. That's just shock tease, bro.
Bro,
Dude,
I love Dooku's lightsaber. It is so good.
Okay, I will say this is pretty sick for the Asajj.
That's what I'm saying, dude. And that it's like kind of a snake.
But I still like Mars better. Okay, see this,
bro. It's gas, dude.
I didn't realize
to know what book that is.
This is Star Wars: The Lightsaber Collection.
Yeah, dude.
There's also a High Republic one, but this one I like a little bit better. Oh, it also has the little. You can't see that on the picture that you have. There's like a gold accent piece,
bro.
Yeah. I did.
The saber is gas, dude.
I wouldn't put an S, but it is top of A for me. Like I like where we have it. Like
I would put it above the Graflex. Honestly, if I don't have a veto, so it has to stay the way it is, I would do this and put the Graflex below Dooku's, and Qui-Gon, Obi-Wan, Dooku's is right there, and then the Graflex.
Yeah, I mean, I'd still have Graflex and S if I could, but I don't know what I would take out as my problem. So
That's the thing. It's like all of these I like way more than the Graflex. Like I'm like, obviously it's an S, but I just, because of the game of it only being a 5 spot.
Yeah. No, it's a good way to do it. Okay, I feel like we have to do Vader's. We have to do Vader's. It's the last one we have to do. Like it's Vader. Come on, bro. I can tell you where I'd put it.
Did I even put it on? I might have put it on the tier list and taken it out. Hold on. Is this Vader's?
What is that one? What is that black?
I think this is Vader's. Yeah, this is Vader's right here.
Oh, okay. I'd put Vader in. I'd put it. Okay, this is a hot take, guys. I'd put it below Darkseid Rey above Mara.
I'm fine with that. I think it's a B tier as well. I think it's a boring saber for how cool Darth Vader is. I think it's boring.
It suits like the kind of mechanical Imperial look to it, and like it fits him and his aesthetic. And I also like that the ring is at the top, so the blade is facing up when he takes it out. And you almost always use the Force to take it off. But yeah, I like Vader's Return of the Jedi one the best, where it has the curved emitter. It's not the MVP, is it? I don't remember. But DJ, We go live usually every Monday. Today we made an exception because I was out of town yesterday. But every Monday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern, we are here. We are waiting. What I've done. Okay, I'm sorry. That feels way less than 30 to me. Oh, because you still have to put Rey on there.
Yeah, Rey's would be where. Do you remember where we'd put Rey's?
We put Rey's in between Shin and Ahsoka V1.
Okay, so after we put the strangers in there, is it above the stranger?
I'd put it above a stranger.
Okay. Can I just add it to this? You think I can do that?
You probably just find a little quick picture of it real quick.
Edit your template.
We're going to look at Will's files. It's just going to be a bunch of just pictures of Leia's saber with X's over it.
I'm actually just a fake hater, and I actually love that saber, and it's just like
it's
me taking pictures with it.
Oh, you also have an Inquisitor. You have Maul's Inquisitor lightsaber in there that we didn't do.
Yeah, I shortened it to 30. Originally, I was going to do like 50, but I was like, this is going to take too long. We're already almost at 3 hours.
Yeah, no, I hear you. Retney said no, never as far as I've known. In Legends, he sent Anakin solo and the others to the castle on Vajun to get Obi-Wan's lightsaber, though.
To where?
To Vader's castle on Vajun. That's where it is in Legends.
Okay. If I hit submit, will it work? Will it work?
I did know about the Obi-Wan saber in Legends thing because you told me about that.
Oh, here it is. Okay. We'll put it above the strangers or below the strangers. I forget.
Above.
Okay. All right, that's the definitive list, ladies and gentlemen. The top 30 lightsabers in Star Wars.
At least of these.
Nope, there's no other lightsabers that happen to exist.
There's only 30.
Yep. Sorry to everybody in the High Republic.
Dude, the High Republic one isn't. There are some either goated sabers or some of just the most boring sabers you've ever seen in your life in High Republic. Like, I love the High Republic, but good lord, like, see if I can find some of the the dumbest.
Star Wars Insight. We done?
This one's kind of cool. I need the emitter to be fixed up a little bit more, but anyway, I'll stop.
I don't know how I feel about that one.
I'm happy with this list. Hopefully Luke is, and if he's not, he has one veto, so maybe we'll update it next week if he comes back with to be like one thing should go someplace else.
Yeah. All right. The definitive list in F tier: Vernestra's and Eth Koss, otherwise known as Kit Fisto. In C tier, we have Leia's, Anakin's Attack of the Clones, Yoda's, Mace Windu's, Emperor Palpatine's, Cal's Crossguard, Ki-Adi-Mundi's, and Soul's. In B tier, we have Darkseid Rey, Vader, Mara Jade, and Asajj Ventress, specifically her red sabers. In the A tier, we have the Darksaber. So this is going from lowest to highest. The Darksaber, Ahsoka's Clone Wars, the Strangers split sabers, Rey's yellow, Shin Hati's Kylo Ren saber, Maul's Phantom Menace, Baylan, Count Dooku, the Graflex, Obi-Wan's Phantom Menace, Qui-Gon's, and then in S tier, Kanan's saber, Obi-Wan's Revenge of the Sith, A New Hope, whatever you want to call it, just his third version saber that Luke bases his off of, Ezra's V2, Ahsoka's samurai sabers, and Luke's V2.
I'm very happy.
Dang, dude, this is almost 3 hours.
I'm so happy we didn't do our Ahsoka recap this week because we would have been here for another hour. Oh my lord.
A trooper tier list. We're not really tier list people.
If you want tier lists, I'm gonna plug our good friends over at Beyond the Dune Sea, Connor and Seth. This is truly this is the closest we've ever gotten to doing content like theirs, but they make it so fun and such a great presentation. They are such good friends of ours. If you're fans of Tales from the Archives, which is our kind of book club, they are good homies. They are the tier list kings. We are, but just in their shadow.
Yeah. Welp, to the 26 people in the chat, appreciate you being here. We had like over 30 at some point, so
Yeah,
appreciate
dude.
you watching. That was super fun. Shout out to Star Wars Insight. Shout out to Limitless Nerd. Shout out to MacMan. Shout out to who else am I missing from the members list?
Oh geez. Star Wars Insight, MacMan, Limitless Nerd. I don't know if everybody showed up tonight.
Yeah, I don't think everybody was in chat, but let me look. This is at.
Yeah, I just think we had three of y'all in here tonight.
Yeah, I think there was only Trace in here, but
blanking on our other members. We got to get better at this. This is
hold on. Oh, I'm the worst. Downcast Bug and Cole Cowan. Dude.
Yes.
Cole has been a watcher of my content specifically since I started. So I appreciate Cole, appreciate Limitless Nerd, Downcast Bug, MacMan, Star Wars Insight. Sick, dude. Limitless Nerd at Focus Commander, Cole Cowan at Focus Pilot, MacMan at Focus Commander, Star Wars Insight at Focus Pilot, and Downcast Bug at Focus Pilot. Appreciate you. Can't see it on StreamYards, but Limitless Nerd using the dude, Downcast Bug, what's up, dude? Appreciate you being here. Using those logos at the end. If you are at LA Comic-Con or see Grayson and I at cons later on, maybe towards the end of this year, or honestly, anytime you see us at a con, you can get your Focus Squadron sticker for being a official member, or the official member. I am an official member of Focus Squadron sticker. If you see us, 4 members of Focus Squadron, if you are joining, we are currently at 5. Once we get to 10, I'm going to start sending out the links for the Focus Squadron specific shirts that only members of Focus Squadron will be able to have access to. I was working on that over the weekend. I've got to tweak some stuff. But yeah, appreciate you being here. Grayson, you got anything else before we leave? You were at Legends Expo over the weekend. We didn't even say anything about that.
Yeah, no, I was at Legacy Expo. It was a great time. I have some interviews coming out with James Lucino and Matthew Stover. Literally the only thing because I didn't get to show you this, I didn't even get to talk about it. So I got a couple of my copies of my books signed, but the one that I thought would be the most poignant, because we were very excited about Master of Evil, and of course are kind of slowly going through Shadow of the Sith. I brought my paperback copy of Shadow of the Sith because I lost my Kindle. So I was like, well, I'm going to get a paperback copy because that's easier than bringing a hardcover everywhere. And I got to show the opening of the book to Matthew Stover, which if people don't know, that the dialogue from the very beginning of the book is from the Revenge of the Sith novelization.
Whoa, dude.
This quote right here. So I got Matthew Stover to sign
underneath sick.
And he saw that and he was like, I've never seen this before.
Whoa, he didn't even know?
Didn't know about it. So I told him, he's like, I think I heard about it. And then I brought it the next day and I was like, he's like, I have not seen this yet. And I was like, yeah, dude. I'm like, it's really sick. So I'll read out the dialogue, and then I got him to sign it. It says, and in the end, you cannot touch the shadow. In the end, you do not even want to. In the end, the shadow is all you have left, because the shadow understands you. The shadow forgives you. The shadow gathers you unto itself. And within your own furnace heart, you burn in your own flame. A warning from a darker time. That is straight out of the Revenge of the Sith novelization. And I got to show it to him, and it was really cool. So originally I was going to read this copy and then like sell it. Never getting rid of this copy now. I mean, I've got a hardcover, but I was like, I'm keeping this one.
Dude, that's so sick.
Yeah, because Matthew Stover is genuinely one of the most passionate dudes of all time when it comes to writing and wanting the readers to enjoy his books. And when I got to show him that, like seeing the impact. By the way, get your pre-orders in for the Revenge of the Sith annotated edition that comes out next month. He was saying some stuff that's going to be in it that is going to be absolutely incredible. Like talking about the behind the scenes of how he came up with the Dead Star Dragon and the symbolization of Anakin and stuff. If you haven't read that book, read it, or you know what? Maybe just wait until the book comes out, read it along with the annotations, because it is going to be a damn good time. I cannot wait for that book. And that interview will be out within the coming weeks, hopefully by the beginning of October. James Luceno one will be out first, and the Matthew Stover one will be out by the time that novelization drops. So, yeah, or at least the 20th anniversary edition.
That's so sick, dude.
Yeah. So, and Matthew Stover was kind enough to write some really nice notes in my Revenge of the Sith novel or novelization. He wrote, Grayson, thanks for the great questions.
Nice, dude.
So it was a lot of fun.
Dude, that's sick.
Yeah, really cool dudes. It's Legacy Expo was a blast. It was a small convention, but it was a big group of passionate fans who just really love Star Wars and the legacy of it. So yeah, it was a great time. And then we'll be at LA Comic-Con in just a few weeks, and I'm pumped. We got a lot of stuff coming in the pipeline. It's going to be an exciting rest. I mean, we only have only 3.5 months left in the year. Which is insane. Yeah.
I cannot wait.
And we will be back next week for continuing our Ahsoka rewatch. We'll be doing Ahsoka episode 4. And maybe even I personally, we haven't talked about this, but I feel like it's a must. We have to talk about Rebuild the Galaxy season 2.
That's true. We do have to talk about that. And because it's out next week?
Comes out this Friday.
Yeah. Before we go, I'm going to drop this in chat. This is, I wasn't even planning on doing this today, but I figured why not? This is the link to the fourth wall to the merch store. If you click on that, it'll go to the merch, specifically all of the Focus Squadron stuff, which I will pull up here in a second. And there's
sick. Okay.
This is not the things that I was talking about earlier where people are going to get their own personalized Focus Squadron shirt. But if they would like a hat like you are wearing, or a patch, or Grayson, I did not even show you this yet. This is hold on, let me pull this up real quick. Where is let's do this. Let's do this. We got Focus Squadron socks, dude.
No way we have socks. That's
dude.
Crazy.
There's socks. There's a bunch of new stuff that I just threw in. This
Will's patch
I made.
I saw that on the shop recently, and I was like, "That's awesome."
Yeah, so I made that for myself. But there's a bunch of stuff, and then so this is the Focus Squadron shirt that just has the Focus Squadron logo on it. There's also different versions of the hats that come in different colors. The Focus Squadron snapback does have the determined focus on the side, which is really cool, I think. As well as the dad hat that comes in blue, black, red, tan, and white, which the white's actually pretty clean. I just wish they fit on my head. There's also a patch, and then there's also the buttons, dude. If you want to get some buttons and put a determined focus or the Focus Squadron buttons on a lanyard or any pin stuff, you can do that as well. If you are a member, I will be putting this in the members only YouTube as well. There is a specific code that you can use for merchandise just for members to get 45% off of merchandise.
Heck yes, dude.
Yeah. So
Bro,
I'll put that in the YouTube chat. But specifically, if you are a member, you get access to that with an exclusive discount to some merchandise. But yeah, there's a bunch of stuff on here, dude. There's regular determined focus socks on here too. But this was just something that I was testing out to be like, would that even work? And then I made them in the shop, and I was like, dude, these are actually pretty sick.
Do you have them? Have any yet?
No, I haven't ordered them yet.
Okay.
I haven't used the code for
when is this hoodie becoming available, dude? You got a hoodie.
This hoodie's out now. These hoodies have been out, dude.
What?
Yeah, these hoodies have been
I haven't where?
Browse all right here, dude.
I didn't know that, dude. Yeah, I've been looking at the main page.
Time as the shirt and the shirt and the hat. They've been here, and it says that on the back, dude.
Bro, I didn't know. What do you have? Like, is that like the white or is that the What is the
This is the I think it's Ash. This is like this,
Ash?
like the gym teacher, like gray.
Yeah, I like that one a lot, dude.
Yeah.
Did you get it
The
a size
sand
up?
is sick though.
I do like.
I really
sand.
like the sand. Red's cool. I really like the red because it pops with the yellow, and then the black, obviously. I got a 2XL, and it's big on me, dude. So I'm happy.
What do you normally
I
sorry.
normally wear a 2XL for hoodies just because I like them a little big. But like, I have not washed this. I literally went to the mailroom right before I hopped on this. So if I wash it, it might get a little bit smaller. I'll keep you updated. But dude, I'm wearing this to LA. Like, this is probably what I'm going to wear.
No, I need a hoodie now. Yeah, that's sick.
I'm stoked about it.
Just not even paying attention. So
yeah, the hoodie's on there. That hoodie's on there, as well as there's a regular determined focus hoodie. There's also a crew neck with the grid on it. There's also like the regular YFDYR hoodie on here, and then there's a zip hoodie too.
Heck yeah.
With the determined focus zip. There's a bunch of stuff on here. You can get your Focus Determined Reality tote bag to carry around all your Legends books in, or you can get some patches. The things that I ordered were this one. This one came out really nice. The Focus Determined Reality as like the crawl text.
Yeah, I like that.
And then Greatest Teacher Failure is those came out really good. And since I already have the hat, I didn't get this one. But like, if you want to put them on stuff, totally can. So I'm stoked. I might do some more quote stuff like this and just put some quotes that we like on merch.
We gotta assemble some.
Yeah. So I'm stoked on it. So yeah, if you guys get some merch and you're a member,
I'd love a confronting fears the destiny of the Jedi.
Dude. I'm honestly, I think
a Kanan quote, bro. In the heart of a Jedi lies their strength.
Dude, I think I might do them like this, where there's just a bunch of the quotes, and then on the bottom in Arabesh it says the YFDYR on it. I like that. Because like that's the main quote, but it's like always with it. This came out really good. So I'll do, and honestly, members in the Instagram chat or like on YouTube comments, in the members only comments, or when we do our members only streams, once we hit 10 members, there's going to be some members only stuff that's going to be coming out.
5 more.
Yeah, we got 5. We need 5 more members of Focus Squadron. We'll be doing some stuff like that where you're going to be able to decide how some merch stuff looks and how some show stuff runs. And you're going to be a part of things. So we appreciate you.
Heck yeah, dude.
But yeah, we've been talking for over 3 hours, and I think it is time to leave. You got anything else before we head off?
That is all I got. Other than, may the Force be with you. Have a great week.
Are we back on Monday next week or Tuesday next week?
We should be back on Monday.
Yeah, sick. We'll see you on Monday before we leave for LA Comic-Con.
And your focus determines your reality.
Bye-bye.
Always remember.